Holy shit, we're live. What's up, everybody? Anna, we just got demonetized on YouTube. Awesome. What's on them? We're not monetized anyway. What's up, everybody? It has been a long time since we've all gotten together, but here we are again with a new episode of Not Actually Heroes, The Forgotten. I'm your DM, Clan Diesel, and off to below me.
Excuse you?
And we are once again demonetized.
Are not ready for primetime players. How's everybody doing?
You're scaring me tonight.
We're doing fine, Clan Diesel. How about you? I'm doing great.
I hope the DM's prepared to give a recap because I'm sure as fuck
All
not.
right. Also, what up, chat? If you're out there, hi, how you doing? How y'all been? What up, Sly? Thanks for showing up to the stream. So last time, give or take 2 months ago, when we last
Dragon Ball
did this.
Z.
Yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z. Also, RIP to the guy that said last time on Dragon Ball Z because he passed away.
Yeah.
3 episodes.
Man, that's so
The
Raven.
party had decided that they were going to go talk to one of the trade princes. They were going to go talk to Lyrial Nightshade and ask her some questions about what the F is going on. And so we will now join the party already in progress.
So-
We should go join the cat lady. I
Was
agree, you should do that.
was everybody
Where were
there?
we? Yeah, where were we?
Like, were we
Who
all
was-
together?
Yeah.
You all were all together at Zarok's house,
Okay.
and then you guys had decided that you were going to leave and go get answers from Lyrial Nightshade because everything seemed to point to her as having the information that you needed, or that she might be involved in stealing these artifacts.
Right,
Was
because
that
she
my
was a sketchy
adversary?
bitch who was in charge of the
Okay,
soldiers.
so she wasn't the pirate, right?
No.
He's not the pirate.
Okay.
She is the she basically leads the spy network
Okay.
in Port Nyanzaru. That's what she's in charge of. She's in charge of information gathering and the spy network.
Well,
Yep. Which is the town that you're in currently.
Thank you.
I'm
I never
actually
would have
bored.
guessed.
I was
Did
letting
someone get
Spoofy
the,
know. The Spoofy
Did someone get the
confused.
address of this crazy cat lady?
I take it you
Did-
want to go see Lyrial.
Wait. Did somebody say something about it being a cat?
What? I thought she was a crazy cat lady.
No, she is crazy, cat lady, as in she is descended from felines.
Orlando, this misinformation is too much. You need to check your facts.
Wait. How would Orlando have been? I'm so confused. How would he have told you?
I don't know where he gets his information. He's tapped in.
Right. But. Never mind.
Well, I have faith in Orlando's abilities.
Well, I'm not
Um,
saying I don't have faith. I just
my-
want specifics.
My carriage driver can take you to her offices. They're located in the government complex in the center of the city.
Yes, the government.
Government Well, that wouldn't be around the authorities, would it? Not that I'm concerned about that, but
It's actually right in the center of the authorities.
right.
Desmond.
Yes.
You realize he's the authorities, right?
Shit. Make a distraction, little one. I will make my way to the door.
Oh. What do I have in my bag that'll explode? And Trix is actually saying that out loud.
I can assure you that in Port Nyanzaru, discretion is of utmost concern. Right now, you all are working for me, so any past discretions or future discretions will be not frowned upon, I guess you would say.
Can I get that in
I
writing?
can help you get
Excellent.
out of it.
Can we
Let's
get that
put it
in
that way.
writing?
No. Why is this something that you've done, Spoofy?
Oh no.
This is something that you will do, Spoofy.
Well, I'm not a fortune teller. Anything can happen.
Meridius, will you please keep an eye on your colleagues?
Seems to be all I've been doing since they all joined.
Well, you're doing a fine job, sir.
Trix is still standing there digging in her bag of holding.
Perhaps owe you many drinks once this is all over.
I don't drink, unfortunately, but I may have to start.
I would suggest that you contemplate it at least.
Yeah, we're working on that. It's a tough nut
I
to
need
crack.
to retire to my offices here at the home. If you need me for anything, feel free to interrupt me, but if not, I'll adjourn myself there. The carriage is awaiting you whenever that you are ready to depart.
Damn, I don't have any explosives prepared except my scrolls and fireball, but that seems like overkill.
I'd support it.
I would imagine that we make our way down to the carriage.
Okay. You get to the carriage. Driver looks down at you all. Heading to the government offices, is you?
That's where we're going, right?
That's
Yeah.
where I was
Apparently.
told to take you, yes. Is that where you're still going?
Sounds
Ah.
alright.
Deviations or...
No, that should cover us. Unless you
okay.
have any suggestions.
How big's
There
this
any-
cart?
It's quite large. The cart is big
Okay,
enough to
okay.
seat at least 12 people.
I don't take up much space.
Yeah, same.
Remember, these are very nice, gold inlay.
I didn't know if Spoofy was
very
gonna have to be
nice.
sitting on somebody's lap and Tricks on
No.
somebody else's lap, or if it was plenty of room. Okay.
And all the
Listen.
carts that you have been riding in, they have all been very roomy. Like these carts belong to the leaders of the city. There are
You
no
didn't let me
corner carts.
You didn't let me finish it, and Desmond is gonna be sitting on somebody else's lap.
No, I was gonna say, Meridius offered to let Trix sit on his shoulders when we were going through crowds, and I have every intention of still
I'm
taking
so glad you
doing
said
that
shoulders.
at some point.
Well, we're going for broke on this episode. All right, so
Hello.
no, everything is very roomy. You have plenty of room, and there's also drinks available in the carriage if you want them.
Ooh, I won't.
Go to the
pass
city
on it.
center then, right?
Whichever location is Luriel's office.
All right, to Mistress Lyriel's office then. Here we go. And he gives up. After you get in, he pulls on the reins. The carriage starts off down the road. You're in the carriage about 15 minutes or so. You notice you pass by buildings. One building in particular that you pass by that you've not seen before, or at least not really had a chance to really pay attention. You see these tall golden spires that are kind of gleaming the sunlight off of them. There's pale stone. It's adorned with sun motifs and blooming flowers. that look to be, native to the region. You've seen them around Port Nyanzaru a little bit. There's vines and a large shining sun emblem at the front of it. And if you are religiously inclined, you can sense divine radiance coming from this building. If you want to know what it is a little bit more, please roll a perception check.
Okay.
Perception, you say? You did say it was
Sure.
shiny, right?
It is shiny.
Okay.
And outside you see shiny, happy people.
That's
It's
Shiny
not just
would-
the religiously inclined. Anybody
Sir, can I roll a religion check instead?
You can.
That was a 19 for me.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Let's go.
Woo!
Nice. Okay.
I got a 21
all
on
right.
religion.
So if you've rolled better than a 15, then you can see that this is a temple to Lathander.
And it's so shiny.
It is very shiny. So then as you go along, another 5 minutes goes by past the temple, and you reach the entrance to the government complex. And there's 2 guards on each side of a pathway. It's kind of a, little portcullis or whatever. As you start to walk in, they put their spears across the doorway. Who's wanting in?
Us.
Who is us?
We are here to see Trade Prince Lyriel on behalf of Trade Prince Zarok.
Give me 1 moment, please. And he goes around the back of there. You can hear him mumbling something. I don't know. Yes, ma'am, right away. He comes back around. She is very busy today, but she has deemed you 10 minutes to talk to her. You may proceed. Go down this entryway, approximately 15 feet, turn right, up the stairs. Her office will be at the end of that walkway.
Very well.
And then the spears are removed from blocking your path. You walk up the hallway, down the hallway, a little bit, looking
Well,
around.
While we are still kind of in earshot, Trix is going to whisper loudly to Spoofy, I kind of already don't like her after that.
I don't blame you there. Maybe.
What was that, Tim?
Oh, nothing. Myself.
No, I
Nice.
was asking. Oh,
Oh.
okay. I was asking Tim, not Spoofy,
Oh. Oh.
because Ellen couldn't hear, not Trix.
Ah. You walk to the end of the hallway. There's the door. It's shut currently.
I'll knock.
Please come in.
Open the door and walk in.
Open the door. It's a nice office, but it's not overtly nice. She is sitting in the back of the room with a desk that faces the doorway so that she sees everybody that comes in the office door. There's another desk about 15 feet into the doorway that you're assuming is for a receptionist, but it's not there currently. And you see that there are lots of cabinets with papers you assume they're similar to the filing cabinets and stuff you saw in the Hall of Records? Trix and Meridius. So you can tell that this person keeps a lot of information as well. I understand that Zarak asked you to come by. How can I help you with your problem?
Well done.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's informed us that you are somewhat involved with keeping tabs on everything in the city.
I do my part to maintain order and stability in Port Nyanzaru.
I reach into my pocket and I pull out one of the pieces of parchment that we got off the bodies in the alleyway.
A gift for me?
I want to know how much trouble they're causing, for this group attacked us in broad daylight.
He takes the parchment from you, opens it up. Yes, this group is becoming a problem all across the city. My men have been working tirelessly to curtail the problem.
Is there a reason that your men decided that we may have been the problem when we were merely defending ourselves?
You are new to the city. You had not been a known quantity until we all found out that you were working with Zarak.
Pardon, but almost all the trade princes, but 2 of you, were there when we arrived at his estate.
Yes, but you could have went rogue. And to see exactly how you would deal with such a problem. Plus, my men needed help. All in all, it was a learning experience.
If they needed help, why didn't you just have them ask?
Like I said, it was a learning experience for everyone.
I imagine
You
she has
have-
some like a bowl of candies on her desk, maybe. I'm eating those right now.
Yeah, there is a bowl there of some type of thing.
Hey, you wanna
It
wanna
seems
share
to
some
be
of
edible.
those?
Not noise.
And I'm watching the tennis match. I'm standing at the end of the desk watching Meridius just looking back over now.
Is there
What?
something?
You want to share some of those?
Okay,
Wait, hang on. I need to check my inventory list.
I'll give you my
Stand
handful.
Is there something in particular that you want to ask me?
Never mind.
Do you do all the investigations in this town?
Some are handled by the law enforcement of the city, but I handle the more complicated endeavor.
He kind of looks down and then looks back up to her and says, I didn't mean on an official capacity. From what I've been told of what you're capable of, I feel you look into everything that happens.
Information is an important resource. I make sure to have plenty of that resource.
So what can you tell us about what's gone missing out of the warehouse that was stolen from Zarok?
I know that it is some kind of ancient artifact. I know that it is dangerous if used by the wrong people. I know Zarok should not have tried to smuggle it into the city.
Meridius isn't even looking at her like he's letting any of it phase him. He's just, standing almost at attention like he does when he's just trying to gather information himself.
May I ask your name, sir?
Considering you already know it, why do you need me to say it aloud?
Just trying to be polite.
He's
You did
got
not
this weird thing
introduce-
about names.
You did not introduce yourself as we entered either.
You already know me.
And you already know us. You've been following us since we arrived.
Very astute. Very astute. Tell me, is there a particular question that you would like to ask me, Meridius? My time is growing short.
The ones that have gone missing. The two of importance to this town. Do you have any leads?
The only thing that I can think of is it was the
It was the what?
cult.
Yeah, your mic kind of broke up as you said that. So I was like, "Hmm." So you know that they're here. You know that they're causing more problems. Who leads them?
That is a question that I do not have the answer to at the moment. So rest assured, I will.
Where do they frequent the most?
They radically are seen at the docks and at the inn there near the docks. That is a little bit of a meeting place for ne'er-do-wells. So she's
Do you
talking
have-
about the Serpent's Den, by the way.
Right, the one that we went in and got into a fight after we left.
Yep. Yep. But just so everyone's aware, Serpent's Den, be there, be square.
Do you have any insight to or opinion as to who may have taken this artifact out of Zarok's warehouse?
I do not have that information currently. I told Zarok as soon as I knew something, I would let him know. The same thing to you, Meridius. When that information becomes available, I will let you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to.
We thank you for your time.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. And then as you go to leave, you turn around and there are 2 additional guards standing at the door waiting for you to leave.
Get to put the candy bowl back.
Oh, yes, sorry. I had it in my hand. So set it back on the desk.
All right. So you all begin to be escorted out of the office unless you are holding for just a moment. Yep, Russ?
Great job on the purrs. I'm sorry, I had to. I can't do it, so thank you. Great job.
You're welcome. I hope it came through okay.
Perfect.
On her way out, Trix wants to kind of eye the papers and such around the receptionist's area and see if any of them look like they would be scrolls from the Hall of Records.
Okay. All right. Roll me a perception check.
He said, okay, all right, I like this. Let's
19.
go.
19. Okay. So as you're being kind of nudged out, you scan the room and you notice that on the receptionist desk, one of the pieces of paper is kind of unrolled, and it looks to be part of a building plan. You can't tell what building, but there's definitely a building plan there.
Are there windows in this room?
Yes, there are windows.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I wanted to steal some papers.
You can certainly try.
Me and Thorn
Yeah.
have spent some time together. Do I catch like a vibe that he's wanting to steal something?
What
Up to
is
you.
What is your hate it when I can't
Passive
think.
insight?
Yes, what is your passive insight?
17.
17? Okay, so you can tell by the way Thorn is moving that he's up to something. There is something he's wanting to do. You don't know
Yes,
what.
As I'm putting the candy dish back onto the table, I would like to slip it forward accidentally and knock some papers off the desk, and the candy bowl spill over and fly at her a little bit.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
papers.
I'm so Orlando. Clean this up.
As Big Orlando moves in to do his thing, I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
roll a sleight of hand check.
okay, slide a hand.
Grab what I can. 19 plus 6, 25.
Damn, son. You slick.
That was
Okay,
some quick
so
math.
in all the kerfuffle, you just grab two random papers and put them in your bag, and no one sees what happens.
Perfect.
Would Trix notice that the paper she saw specifically was gone, or was it other papers?
No, this was on a different desk. They moved
Okay.
the bowl off her
Okay.
desk. The receptionist paper is still there on the receptionist desk. If you want to try to steal it.
Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the kerfuffle, the papers are put back. Thorn, you have your random 2 papers.
I'm sorry. I hope none of the candies get stuck in your fur. Orlando, let's make our way out, please.
One last thing before I head out. Is there anyone else in that vicinity of the receptionist desk, the window, all of that?
She is adjacent to the window. Like, the window would be here and her desk is like here.
she
And then there's
facing the
receptionist desk. She's facing you guys, so she's not looking at the window. It would be in her
Okay.
peripheral.
Okay. But
And
she's
then
the
there's
only
the
other
guards.
person. Mm,
There's the guards that are standing by the doorway that are looking into the room. So they're looking towards you all and her.
okay.
Guards would be able, like, if they're standing at their door.
Right.
Right.
Unless there's another,
Well,
you would have to
as
have
we're-
some kind of commotion to
Right.
throw off
And-
the guards.
Right. Well, I was kind of half wondering if the guards were going to follow us outside the doors as we left, or if they were
are.
going to stay inside. Okay, so they are leaving the room with us.
They are there to guide you out.
Okay,
Make sure you leave.
so they aren't posted inside that room.
No.
Fabulous.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything else? Going once? Going twice? All right. So the guards, if you would please follow us, we will guide you to the exit. So you guys start to leave, are going down the hallway. When you get to the steps and are walking down, does anybody have a passive perception that is a 15 or above? Okay, so Trix is the only one. Trix.
Yeah.
Oh, what, Spoofy?
No.
You don't either? Okay, so just Trix. Okay, Trix, you hear footsteps behind you at a fevered pace.
Trix is gonna turn around like she's just poking at Spoofy and fucking with him so she can see behind them while
Okay.
not looking like she's specifically trying to look behind
All
them.
right, so as you nonchalantly look around while poking at Spoofy to get him to move, you see Lyriel meeting 2 other guards and is leaving
Oh,
at
fuck
a
yes.
different way.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Got
so
it.
you see that.
Oh, this is
All right.
excellent.
So the 2 guards that are with you guys take you to the exit, back to that portcullis with the 2 guards on the exterior. They look at you and like, we hope that you've had a pleasant day. If you need anything else, please schedule an appointment through Master Zarok. And then it closes, the door closes, and you're left outside. The 2 guards are standing there. There's also the carriage.
I want to stretch my legs and go for a walk. How about we just wander around the block for a bit, think about what we want to do next? You know, we've been in a carriage all day, we need to stretch our legs, get some sunshine. I don't know, see the sights.
All right, then. I will take this carriage back home. I stand relieved. If you need another carriage, please talk to one of the city guards, and someone will pick you up.
Thank ya.
And he down the road.
Coconuts.
So, yeah, the coconut, yeah.
Yeah. An African swallow.
So, as you go outside, we're going to say that you guys are walking back away from the government area, kind of like back
Not
the way
too
you came.
far.
Not too far, but back the way you came.
And as we're starting to walk away, Trix is gonna say over the communication things.
Okay, so hear me out. I kind of want to shrink myself and go steal something out of her office.
Ooh, I like this.
Because it looks sketchy. Or at least I want to... No, I'm not going to steal it. I'm just going to get a look at it. To see if
It's
it's what
maybe
I
the
think
best idea you've ever had, little one.
It's going to be great. I can do it. She left. She's not in her office right now. I watched her leave. So if I go quick, I can do it. I just need to see. Because, you know, Meridius, how the thing was missing? You know, the blueprints? You know how those were gone? There were blueprints in there.
I don't trust her.
I know. That's why I want to go look.
Okay,
She's
so
mean.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, in response, I'm letting her know. I think that's a great idea. I have some papers. Just
Right, but you didn't get the right one.
but I just grabbed some. It's better than none.
It's not the one I want to see.
That's
As
fair,
you're
no.
walking, casually walking, you are getting close to the temple that you passed before, and you hear a commotion. A lot of raised voices.
Maybe this will pull more guards away from that building. I should go now.
So as you are getting closer and closer to the building, you see what looks like priests and a person standing outside that's being forcibly kicked out of the temple. You hear the priest go, "Harlot, Jezebel, defiler, get out of here. There's no place for you in this temple anymore."
Please, no. Please just let me stay. I just want to help.
No, You are no longer welcome here at the Temple of Lathander or any other Temple of Lathander. You have been kicked out, purged.
I have
Go
nowhere to
join
go.
that cult of Anwer. See if they like you. We have no place for you here. And then the
Please.
door shuts.
You see her slam her hands across the front of the door, and she just sinks to her knees. Please let me in. She kind of looks around, and you can see her stuff is kind of scattered out beside her from them throwing it out of the front of the temple. My
Yeah,
eye
there's
is
just a-
watering.
There's
I'm not
just a
actually
bag
crying,
with-
but my eyes are watering.
Likely story.
I know, right?
Bag, sundries, bottles laying across the entryway to the temple.
So you guys do see a rather pretty young-looking female. She has long golden hair. She's wearing goldish armor with some white fabric type like accents to it. You can tell that she very much wears her holy symbol of Lathander, and her sword is scattered on the ground. Her pack is somewhat tossed, and she's kind of sitting there. You can see that she had tears rolling down her face. She does have somewhat like of a golden yellow eye, like a brownish golden yellow.
Thorn will nudge Desmond. Hey, let's go.
Oh, yes. Is
Trix
she on
is
the
good.
ground?
Trix is gonna
Trix
check in, see if anybody's looking at her.
Let me think.
And if they are, she's gonna kind of dart
If
off.
there's anyone around, they're looking at this, what's going on, like, oh my god.
Okay, Trix is gonna then cast reduce on herself, so she's now tiny, and she's
Okay.
gonna. Oh shit! It's only 1 minute. Never mind. She's sneaking off to go back towards the office to get a bit closer before she does this.
Okay. All right. I like it.
So that I don't fuck myself over here. Because if we're far enough away, it's gonna take longer than a minute.
That's true.
So Trix is darting off.
Okay, Trix is darting off back to Lyriel's office.
And trying
Thorn
to be subtle.
and Desmond are going to see what is up with this person.
Excuse me, miss. Are these ruffians causing you problems? I will have Orlando deal with them if that is the case.
See
No.
Orlando go,
And you can see like she's shaking and she's kind of trying to pick up her things. No, I and she's just really like nervous. She doesn't know what to do. Like she's just very shaken.
Let me Thornton help us with these things here.
I'll grab a couple of things and hand it over and offer you a hand to get up.
Yes, I mean we had business here, right? We were trying to find a cat lady. Hold on, we just spoke with the cat lady.
No, we did.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we have time to help you. Here, let me. Here, I pick up her things and start handing them to her.
She kind of gathers her pack and she's kind of like just stuffing things in and obviously taking your hand to kind of like stand up. I thank you.
I produce a cup and pull a bottle out and pour some alcohol in it and present it. Here, for the nerves, of course.
Oh,
Don't
and
trust
you can see she's just like she's somewhat shaking a little bit, and she's gonna lean in and she's gonna smell it like she's gonna, what is this
Just a bit of wine, ma'am.
wine? Oh, she'll take like a small sip.
I hand the bottle over to Thorn.
Can I have a cup too?
I think I just have the one. Orlando, cup, please.
Let's go.
And he picks up Cubs. Huh?
Just so you know, Orlando is like his like
His
manservant.
manservant.
He has like a hood over his head, and his face is mostly covered, and he wears like this backpack, and he just kind of grunts at us.
Oh,
Here you go, Thorn.
I was kidding. Thank you.
I didn't want you to be left out. We all have a glass here.
Just in the middle of the street, just in front of this
Takes another
table,
sip.
just
Desmond's
Breaking every
glass
symbol.
is constantly equipped.
Can we escort you somewhere, ma'am?
Oh. Actually, I don't really have anywhere to go.
Oh, really? I'm sure you could probably come with us then. I don't think Meridius would mind.
I do kind of shoot Desmond a look as he says,
Meridius of all people.
Sorry, Fishman won't mind. I'm sorry.
Fishman.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a fishman before.
He's
Maybe.
A step aside a little bit.
I really
Give
haven't
her a
left
view
the
of
temple since I was a kid.
Meridius.
Don't really go very far. This is new.
When Desmond goes to step aside and point towards Meridius, Meridius is less than 2 feet behind him.
Oh,
Oh!
shit.
Would you care for a drink? And she just holds out her cup.
I push the cup back towards it. He doesn't
I
drink.
hold my hand up like
Oh.
this, and I walk past the three of them to the door.
he's a man of very few words.
Okay.
Please.
There,
continue.
you're at the door. Do you knock on the door?
I bang on the door
Okay.
with
Uh,
intent.
Okay.
You
Just
see her
a
thing
second or two after you bang on the door opens, and there is as best you can tell, a priest or follower of Lathander standing before you. Yes, my child, how can the Temple of Lathander help you?
As he addresses me, he sees my holy symbol.
I believe that you are a follower of Bahamut, possibly, but not from here. I've never seen that symbol, but it does. What do you need?
I request to speak to the one in charge of this temple.
Just one moment.
Fishman always this
ask-
scary.
He tends to get straight to the point. Yes.
She sips her.
I will inform them of that when they arrive.
Very well, just one moment. He steps away. About 2 minutes later, this older gentleman, kind of skull cap, balding kind of thing going on here, very decked out in gilded robes and stuff, comes to the door. Yes, welcome to the temple of Dawnspire of Radiant Horizons. I am the head priest of the temple. You can call me Malaxrus. It's on the fly, Diz. It's on the fly.
That's a name.
It is, isn't it?
The Dawnspire of the Radiant. What?
Dawnspire of the Radiant Horizons, LLC. Remember FDIC.
Oh, so it's another bank we can rob?
Russ's ears immediately just.
You can certainly try.
Well, hello.
May I help you, brother?
I'm new to this plane, but
Do you require aid?
I require a bit of understanding.
I will do my best then, Pilgrim.
What cause would you have to kick a follower of your temple down the stairs and scatter their belongings?
We would do no such thing. Whatever do you mean?
Meridia steps to the side and points at the female that they just saw get kicked out of the temple.
He looks over and sees her standing there, and a scowl comes on his face.
Holding the cup.
And he looks at you, Meridius, and he goes, "She is a harbinger of darkness, and is not welcome in the Temple of Light."
So you found this out after you gave her her holy symbol, after you welcomed her in, after you've spent time getting to know her, and instead of just requesting her to leave, you decided to take it upon yourself to use force.
She attacked one of the priests.
I don't know if I can hear this or not, but
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
you
not
can hear
being
it.
quiet.
You can hear it. Yeah,
We're-
you
wasn't
we're
sure.
not being
I wasn't sure like
Everybody-
how far away we were.
Pretty much everybody but Trix can hear this,
I mean,
because Trix is being
certainly
sneaky.
right. That's what happened.
Trix is being
Des-
Trix.
Desmond's rationalizing everything that's been said.
So if she
No.
is as bad as you claim, why were the guards not called? Why did you take matters into your own hands?
We must handle this ourselves. I do not want her killed. I do not want her harmed. I do not want her here. Is there anything else I can assist you with, Paladin?
There is. Do you view this as the most prominent temple in this city?
Well, of course. We're the Temple of the Thunder.
So just because of the god, you think that you are the best prominent temple in this city?
Well, of course, I would assume that you would think the Temple of Bahamut is the best temple.
I've only been into one, and it looked nothing like the Lord that I know.
Yes, there is some differences between the gods and how they choose to appear.
If anyone were to walk in here and say, for example, give information that could be viewed as nefarious, would you keep your mouth shut if someone like me were to ask for the information?
You are a paladin. I would help you in any way that I can.
Have you
However,
heard?
if someone confesses, that is different.
Have you heard anything about the cult that is currently ravaging this city?
I have heard that there are cult members in the city, but I have no time for them. They do not threaten the Temple of the Thunder.
If they are the cult of the dead, they threaten all religions.
And as soon as they attack the city with the dead, we will be there to defend it.
But you have no knowledge or information of where they might be?
I do not. Until they attack the church or followers, it is not my job to worry about it.
And I understand. Do any of the trade princes have fealty to Lathander?
They all come here for ceremony, but I don't know if any of them are actual followers of Lathander. I think Lathander would not like some of their actions, as
I understand.
such as required by political office.
Do you reside in the temple all the time?
Yes,
Do you send any of your followers out to meet with people outside of the
some
temple?
of our temple goers go to market, as she once did for us.
May I set up a time to talk with one of them?
You may.
He just keeps looking at you, like waiting for you to give him a time.
You can do it now, I guess, if that's what you want, but I don't know what kind of information they can give you.
Between me and you, one follower of a sorts to another, I can't fully trust the princes of this town. None of them are being upfront and honest. I would like you to potentially set up a time for me to talk to one of your followers that makes errands, that is trustworthy.
Just a moment. And please, Paladin, when you leave, and he kind of looks past you to the lady sitting on the ground there. Feel free to take out trash with you.
As
How
he does
dare,
that,
sir?
you hear Meridius say, "Well, unless you want to leave this temple, I guess I won't be taking your trash."
You know what? I believe that our business is concluded. You and your friends are no longer welcome. The Dawnspire Radiant Horizons. There are other temples of Lathander throughout the world for you to visit. I suggest you find one. He leaves and slams the door.
Meridius turns around. I don't know if what he says is true, on whether you assaulted someone or not. But from what I can gather, you are better off not being in a part of this temple.
It's all I've ever known. And she kind of like grabs her symbol for a moment, and she just kind of drops it. I don't know what to do. All I've ever wanted to do is just find a way to do good things. Seems like I can't even get that right.
Doing good does not mean that you have to be in a temple to do so. From what I gathered from the one in charge here, the arrogance and mentality that they hold would not necessarily be good as well. Especially when they refer to people as trash.
She just kind of looks down for a moment. She grabs her sword from the ground. She stood on her side. I thank you for your kind words. Wish there was more I could do to thank you.
Well, we don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. My name's Faye. Faye Sanders.
Desmond.
And she like grabs his hand.
This
Pleasure.
is Orlando, of course, my manservant.
Mm.
And that is Thorn. I've traveled with him the most. And of course, up here, our fearless leader, Meridius. Oh, sorry. Fishman. Doesn't want people to know his name in this city. And then
They all know my name, Desmond.
Okay.
Somehow they already know us all.
Well,
Oh.
you know, to be expected. The little one over there, that's Spoofy.
She kind of like looks.
And let's see, there is Keltash, right?
Oh, hi.
And there was
Hello.
another one.
We're missing one.
We're not missing one. They are currently preoccupied.
Hmm.
Did she go do the thing she said she was going to do?
Yes.
Oh, you guys seem
I have
busy.
a good time enjoying.
So,
I do not know where you would like to head outside of this city. And until I can contact the guild to see if you are okay to join officially, you are welcome to travel with us if you so choose.
BRB.
If you wouldn't mind the company, I guess. As I said, I really haven't left the church or the city. I know it okay. If I could aid you in any way, I'd be happy to do so. I mean, I at least know how to use my sword. It's one thing I've learned over the years.
Let's say that and he kind of looks back towards the government district on the side that he knows Trix went to. Let's say that we step away from this temple and head that direction. Slowly, we'll await the return of our other companion. Then Meridius starts to walk away from the temple and head away.
So you have a sword, then? Are you a paladin of the Lathander god?
I'm a cleric.
Cleric. Oh, excellent. We don't have one of those, I think, so that you would fit in great.
How convenient.
I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that, considering your news.
As Spoofy says that, Meridius turns and looks at him. You've never done anything that a cleric would be famous for.
I still.
Wait, are you also a small cleric?
Pardon?
You're so small. You're a cleric as well?
Yes, I am.
Oh, how exciting. Maybe I could learn some things from you.
Oh yes, I'd be happy to teach you.
You don't seem very happy about
Prepare for
Does he lean in like that?
Maybe I could teach you something as well.
See his face under the mask.
I don't know. I don't understand all of it very well. They didn't really seem to teach me a whole lot, if you want me to be honest. Felt really lost.
But you said you know the city. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Spoofy.
No, go ahead. It's okay.
She seems to know a bit about the city, and we are new here. We were speaking to what was her name? The cat lady in the Lyriel. Yes, we were speaking with her, and I think she kind of ditched us. So
Meridius goes over comms right after Desmond says that. She's hiding a lot. She only gave us the bare minimum of the information that we already knew.
I see. Lyriel, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, you know her? Interesting. She said she had some duties to take, which I thought was rather suspicious because I didn't smell any cat litter in the air, and so it was very strange.
It's
Yeah.
poop joke.
She, I believe during around this time, I think I heard she was walking towards the warehouse district. Towards the docks. Do you know where that is?
Do we know where the docks are?
I think we've been there.
Desmond, that's where we went to
Time or two.
investigate the theft.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I was probably drinking a little bit that day
Were you awake?
as I take another drink.
I'm still holding this cup, by the way. Like, I'm just walking with this cup. I just hope you know that she's still, like, she doesn't know what to do with it, so she's just walking, like, she's open drinking as we're walking down, down the pathway.
You'll
'cause
fit
she's too
right in
nice
with
to,
Desmond.
to give it back. She
Yeah.
just doesn't know what to do with it.
Keltash, what do you think? You are the investigator type, right?
I'm so glad that you asked. Indeed, I am very capable in the investigative capacity. Yes.
Should we go to
You
the
may even
docks?
say that I'm a little proficient in it. A little bit.
I can accompany you that way. I am somewhat familiar.
Great.
That would-
Well, yeah, I guess we don't need just one of us anymore.
No, please. I'm preoccupied with this anyways, I guess. And she's
Yeah,
still
you
kind of
don't
like
want-
looking at this cup.
You don't want to hurt his feelings.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Since
All right. So, does the party want to head towards the dock/warehouse?
If we do, Trix has no idea that we're going to the docks, or does she?
I was
Do
about
the
to ask, are
hippies-
they
I
out
mean,
of range or are
You do
are-
have communicators.
right? But were they in range that I could hear?
They did
If,
say we were heading back towards
if they
you.
tried to communicate with you now, you could communicate with each other. Yes.
Because Trix is gonna be making this quick. It's a smash and grab.
Yep.
She's
Yep.
not
That
actually
is-
grabbing though.
That
It's
is
a smash and
our
boom.
next thing after they decide what they're going to do.
Like she's moving fast. It's in and
Yep.
out. The spell lasts for 1 minute.
We have party decides where to go. Trix being Trix. Break. So,
Why she's the best.
so what do you all want to do now that you have this
best.
new nugget of information?
Oh, if this took him a bit, she might already be back. If
I
she
vote
isn't
for the
caught.
docks.
True. What do you want to do, Meridius?
You know, Meridius doesn't leave party members
That's
unless
true.
the player's not here.
That's true. You do have the communicator.
And we have been bonding. We are besties now.
That's true.
I mean, I wouldn't
Who-
go that far.
We could split the party.
the
I
Blues
mean,
Team, you could split the party.
It's Team Bluebees.
There's Team Bluebees or,
Bluebees.
hear me out, Team Fish Tricks. I will accept either. It's
Let's
among
go.
it's depending on you two which way you want to go with it.
Oh my god.
Bluebees or Fish Tricks. So okay, so while you guys are deciding, Tricks. That's okay. Exactly. You're getting all verklempt.
Motherfucker, you can't say verklempt when I'm trying to calm myself down. It
Talk
doesn't
amongst
help.
yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Tricks is neither a fish nor made of tricks. Discuss.
So Trix is going to get back as close as she can to the office.
Okay.
And she's going to try to stay out of sight of the guards in the area. But she's going to try to find a hidden spot where she can...
Roll me a stealth check.
A
You know,
spot
I
where
can't
she can
find
feel like
the
she
D20 that's been
belongs.
nice to me tonight, and I'm sad about it. So I guess I have to
Me
grab
too.
another one. And I'm kind of scared because...
Hopefully it will be nice as well.
I believe in you.
yeah, we'll do the purple one.
I believe in a thing called love.
What is that?
16.
16. All right. So let me.
Ah, there it is! Ha!
Well, it's a good
Okay,
thing I didn't
well,
roll that one because it just landed on a 2.
I rolled a 5. So you just John Cena'd the shit out of these guards.
Okay, and since Trix is, engineering type and such, can she identify the window that she was...
Yeah, I think she
Okay.
she should be able to do that.
All right, she's gonna set her sights on that window. Is there like any kind of glass or anything in it, or is it just open air?
It is a glass window with like the little inlaid squares in it.
Mm-hmm.
But you noticed when you were there before that you can raise the there's like a solid middle piece, but the two edges can raise.
All right.
Let in fresh air.
Yep. All right. So Trix is gonna be booking it, moving as fast as she can. She's gonna cast Reduce on herself, so she's now tiny.
All right, hold on. Oh, that's not my phone. This is my phone.
And there's debate on how small how small you actually end up with it.
Here's my thing
SMLL.
on this. It's your spell. You know how to do
Okay.
the arcane. You're as small as you need to be.
She's gonna be
And
little.
but you have 1 minute with which to do that.
Yes.
And I will do that. Hey Siri,
Little legs.
set a timer for 1 minute.
You're actually only
Go.
giving me a minute?
Yep,
Look,
go.
she is
Go, go,
zooming
go.
at the window as fast as she can and trying to open it to get in.
Mm-hmm.
But are you zooming
And
like a
is she
tadpole?
no trouble
or-
opening it? No trouble?
Nope, it opened.
Okay,
These are well
so-
maintained.
So she's checking to make sure there's nobody gonna be staring at her.
Okay.
And then she's gonna fly in straight over to that desk where she saw the blueprints so that she
Okay.
can get a look at them. And she's gonna look at everything on there to get as complete of an image as she can to try to like look for a label or something saying what their blueprints for so she can identify them. And then
Okay.
as soon as she gets that done, she is booking her ass out because that is all she was wanting to see and time is short.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I need you to roll a perception check to make sure that you grab the correct plans that you're wanting to grab. You
She's
know
not
where they are.
taking them.
She's not taking them. What's she doing?
She's not taking them. She's looking at them
She's
to
just looking at
identify
them?
what they are.
Okay, so you opened them, you read them,
Yeah. Like
And now
not
you're-
like
and
full
you're-
blown read, just looking
Okay.
for like a
and
label.
you're flying
so-
out.
Yes.
Okay.
Because she's
all right.
trying to figure out if there anything that was missing.
All
She's
right.
just trying to figure out what they are. And since she was looking at the blueprints from the halls of records, she's kind of familiar with how they write them up and everything. So she's just looking for that title to figure out what they are.
Okay. So I will say, since you did make it in time, that you did read the title of the blueprint and got out with no problems. As soon as you exit the window, though, you become your normal shape, your normal size.
And she's just gonna fly. She's gonna
So it's
immediately
just like-
turn like she's flying along the sidewalk, just like she was just a pedestrian.
Yep. So there you go. And okay, so you read it.
Uh-huh.
You understand that the blueprints are for the warehouse that Lyriel and Varys are leasing.
Okay. And those were... Did we look for those at all?
You looked for them, you couldn't find
Okay,
them.
those were one of the ones we couldn't find.
You found out who owned the places around
Mhm.
there, but you couldn't find blueprints for the various warehouses.
Okay.
Because some of that stuff was missing.
Okay.
along with Thelene's blueprints for her house.
And they hadn't. I forget if we asked if they were checked out or something, or like.
You did ask. They had not been checked out.
Okay. Okay.
But they
And
were
then-
missing.
Trix is gonna subtly land and then walk back towards the Temple of the Thunder where she left everybody.
Okay, so after a few minutes, you guys are there outside talking with Faye and everything, and then you see Trix come up to the party after a few minutes. So now you're all back together again. Yay!
Huzzah.
Hi.
Oh, hello. And she holds out the cup. Like she gives you the cup that she's holding because she's found a
And
way
she's
to-
just this little blue fairy with mechanical wings
Yep.
standing in front of you.
Thank you.
thought it was
Aw,
a common thing. I'm not
they're
used to
making
this.
they're making friends.
They're doing it.
What cup? What?
A cup of friendship.
Trix, it's from Desmond. You're good. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
okay,
No,
yeah,
I don't
we
want
got you.
that.
It's just wine. It is. I stole it from Xerox. It's
Wait, was it-
rather expensive.
Was it bad? Didn't taste bad. Did you get
She
me something
doesn't
bad?
know. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
What did you
Oh.
do to the cup?
Okay.
It's really good
I
wine.
just
I'm
would
drinking
never
it right
share
now.
a cup with Desmond personally.
That was Orlando's
it's a clean
cup.
It's a clean cup.
Oh, if it's Orlando's, then that's fine. That's fine. We let. Yeah, no, that's much better.
We trust Orlando here.
Good to know.
So,
Ahem.
did you get the stuff?
I got what I needed. I mean, well, okay. In a metaphorical sense, because like you don't want to leave a trail, but yeah, we could.
Anyways, I'm Faye. Nice to meet you.
Trix, hi.
These tricks
can
are
I
not for
wait?
kids.
These tricks are
Oh, she is 19, so she's still almost a kid.
All right, Meridius, the band is back together.
Tricks.
Hooray.
What you went after? Was it something that was missing earlier?
Oh yeah. It wasn't all of the stuff that was missing, but it was definitely some of it.
Very well. We should discuss that later.
Yeah. I knew she was a sketchy bitch.
Apparently, there's some things potentially going on at the docks and the warehouse district. I think we
Whisk.
may want to go and see for ourselves.
Oh, good. Because I do know the code to do the thing and get into the place and see the things. I can do that.
All right, so we're going to the docks.
That's
Hell
Trix
yeah,
trying
brother.
to be subtle, talking about the tunnels.
Secret tunnels.
Did you have something, Faye?
No, I was
Okay,
just like,
all
let's go.
All right, awesome. Hell yeah, brother. We're
She's
going to
just-
the tunnels.
She's just like,
All right, and before we go to the tunnels, we'll give everybody a chance to tend to their tunnels. We're going on break. We'll be back in a moment.
Never say that
I did
again.
not ever refer to it as
Oh.
that.
A little salacious there.
Well,
And we're back. We are back. I seen it on my screen. Welcome back to the second half of Not Actually Heroes the Forgotten. When we last left our party, they had decided to go to the docks. Trix had been tricky and got some information. And now it's up to you.
She did the zoomy zooms.
Did the zoom.
Zoom.
You had IRL
Bitch.
time limits.
That was stressful. I was not ready for that.
You did good.
You did good.
You did good, kid.
So we're heading towards the docks.
Mm-hmm. That's where everybody wants to go, right? Going to the docks.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How
the
far of
party-
a walk is it?
it's about 15 minutes from where you at to get to the docks by foot.
I'm gonna pull out one of the, just the sheets that I took from the office as we're walking.
Phrasing.
Just want to see what I got.
You crazy? You just gonna look at it out in the open?
Is there anybody? Okay, I guess before I do that, I'm gonna look around and try to see
Okay.
if I see anyone following us to the docks.
Give me a perception check.
There you go.
Not good. Not good.
Rollies
It's a
for the
5.
DM. It's a 5?
It's 5. Not good.
Okay, so you look around. Nobody's looking at you. That you can see.
I mean, it could. They don't necessarily know, even if they're following us, that I took anything, right?
Dude, we can't fucking hear you.
No,
No.
no,
Muttering
I'm
to
talking. I'm
himself.
talking.
Yeah, he's
I'm
muttering to
myself.
himself.
I'm talking to myself.
He's muttering to himself.
We're doing that a lot tonight, Don.
No, I'm not gonna chance it. I'm not gonna chance it.
All right, so are you going to read them?
No. I'm not taking them out. I'm not taking
Okay,
them
you're not talking to. Okay,
out.
so you're not going to take them
I'm
out.
not taking them out.
All right. All right. All right. So Thorn's pull-out game not strong right now. He will wait till later.
Big week.
All right. So
As we're walking, Trix is gonna confirm over comms to, I guess, the whole group, but mostly Meridius.
Yeah, she had the blueprints for that warehouse, you know, the one where the stolen goods were taken. The ones that they said they weren't, that nobody had checked out. She had them. She's a sketchy bitch.
all right. So anybody do anything else on the walk to the docks? Okay. So after about 15 minutes walking, you get to the docks. I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Boo.
19.
Why did
19.
that be the first one? I would have pulled it out then.
13.
Here's my perception. 16.
I also got 16.
16.
The Ocho.
The Ocho. All right. So if you rolled a 16 or better, as you got to the docks, something caught your eye. You believe it to be Lyriel ducking into the warehouse. But this is not the warehouse that was robbed. So this is not Zarok's warehouse. It is the warehouse that you guys know for a fact is leased by her and Varys.
Hmm. I want to test out that tunnel that we found out about, but if she's
Okay.
in there, we can't open the other end. Unless, you know, we'd want to just cover and be like, oh, yeah, this is just a investigative technique we have. We found this, and yeah.
I'm going to assume you're over comms, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Faye, remember, if they're over
I know,
comms,
I
you
can't hear
hear
anything.
because you don't have a communication device.
To which, when she sees Lyriel, she goes, "Oh, I think that was her. There. Did you want to follow her?"
I didn't see anything. Sorry.
I don't. What?
There.
Well, we know that there's one exit from that warehouse.
Winking at everybody.
I start
you okay?
walking
Do you
towards the
have a-
warehouse that I saw Lyriel duck into.
Okay.
Do I see anybody with her when she ducked in?
No.
Like guards or anything? It was just
No.
her? Okay.
No. You saw what you believe to be her go into the building.
That's how you know you're a bad bitch. You don't need no protection.
Trixie's gonna point at Faye.
How much has she been caught up?
Looking at everybody else.
They just told me you were looking for Lyriel. She just went that way.
Okay, that's all you know. Yeah.
You okay?
I feel like there's more going on here.
You need something to calm you down?
Mm.
You're a little excited.
Are you trying to drug me in the middle of the street?
You're,
don't think he
you're
was
getting
talking
a
to you.
little excited. I'm trying to bring you back down.
Because we're in the middle of an investigation, Spoofy.
Yeah, stress will do that.
Oh.
And this bitch is looking
Spoofy.
sketchy, Spoofy.
You should have just said that. She's always sketchy.
Yeah.
What? I mean, she's looking real sketchy. But that's all I should say when we are out in a public street.
How long does it take me to reach the door?
You're there from where you saw her to actually reaching the door. You're there in like 3 minutes.
Okay. As I get to the door, I knock on it.
Okay? You knock on it.
Mhm.
Okay. There's no response.
Have you
I
tried
grab
knocking?
the handle and
Mhm.
try to open the door. Just to see if it's locked.
The door is locked.
Okay. I look around at everybody and in a decently loud voice, not trying to scream, but I guess we should have asked Lyriel if we had permission to look through this warehouse when we were there. I guess we can always go find the other and ask permission. And then I step away from the door.
I feel like Shin is secondary to this group most of the time. Trix,
Were you
Can
just
you do any-
bullshitting? Can I try the tunnel?
Over comms.
I feel like this is the.
This is
the
the
This is the universal.
This is-
This is the
When
symbol.
you speak in
Yes.
comms in one of our D&D campaigns, yes, this is what you do. This is the symbol for speaking in comms.
Exactly.
I turn and I look towards Desmond and I move my mouth, but I'm saying this over comms, but I'm moving my mouth like I'm actually talking to Desmond. Someone went in here. I want to say it was Lyriel, but I was unable to get a full recognition of who stepped inside.
I mean, how many cat people are in this city?
If we want to try the
Okay.
tunnel,
let me ask. Faye, how many cat people do you think are, just an estimate, a ballpark, in the city?
I want to say
Faye,
something. Let me ask out loud too.
you would estimate that there's at least 100 at any given time. Because you think this is a straight answer. You think this is a legit question and you want to give him a real answer. So you think there's at least 100.
Yeah, I would say about 100 or so.
How recent was the census?
Census.
Right. Was this like 5 years ago? Was this like 20 years ago?
I mean, I feel like the church kept good records of most things.
Feeling that this is an odd question, I follow it up. The reason I'm asking this because we were looking to maybe do a musical at some point, and we thought that cat people in a musical would go over really well.
Historically.
Just poor dude.
Just would is that for the
Just
new
leave
hit
Judy
single?
Dench out of
Meow,
it.
meow, 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 meow.
There's something along that lines, yes.
The meowsicle.
We're just bouncing the ideals around, really.
Nice.
I see. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
Mm.
I thought
Okay.
it was her too.
He just starts drinking again.
I think it was her.
Oh, it definitely looked like her.
As Desmond and Faye and everyone are talking amongst each other, you get the feeling you're being watched. And as you turn towards the door, you see Lyriel standing there.
Yeah. Reflexes.
Anything interesting being spoken of?
I was just.
How do you feel about musicals?
Memory.
God damn it, Clint! And I swear I just squeaked saying that because I have no voice.
We were just discussing about potentially going and seeing the other one that you leased this building with, because we did not know if we had time to come and ask you since you were in such a hurry earlier.
Do you mean Varys?
Sure.
Come this way. And she walks into the warehouse.
I follow.
Oh, Trix is running up. 'Cause she wants to see.
Okay. So as you go into the warehouse, there's not a lot in it. It's pretty much empty except for just a stack of crates in the room. And then you see Lyriel walk over to stand behind this figure that is all black and is dressed in black. You do note the glinting yellow eyes staring back at you.
Hi.
Hello.
Is Severus Snape in the room?
Snake. Severus Snake.
Dumbledore.
Your group is quite bothersome.
Yeah, we're good at that.
Exceedingly so. Do you guys walk towards the boxes? Or the peoples? Or what do you do?
Trix is
Gently.
gonna start wandering the perimeter of the warehouse. Kind of like
Okay.
looking for anything that looks like it may be an entrance to the tunnels.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
17.
17. Okay, as you are flying around,
She's walking.
well, walking around, you come across a large crate that is just sitting off to itself on the ground.
She's not gonna like look super duper interested in it, but she's gonna look a little interested and then move on.
Okay.
Maurice is gonna walk up to the individual that said we were bothersome.
Do any of you all walk up to the person with Meridius?
Sure.
Are you adjacent to the people or adjacent to the crates?
So
Can I be
currently,
perpendicular?
Faye is pretty much going wherever like Desmond and Thorn go because they were the two that helped her. So she just kind of feels most inclined to stick near where they're at. So wherever
that
they
poor
kind
girl.
of go to is where
Oh.
yeah. Wherever they kind of go to is where she follows for now.
We should warn her what they did last night.
Nice. All right, so I need for everyone that is adjacent to the crates or to the people standing before you to roll. I first need you to roll a perception check.
I'm assuming that's most of us except for Trick.
10.
Everybody but Trix, I'm assuming.
Oh,
I got
oh,
that
thought it
20.
was
I got a
perpendicular.
Nat 20.
22.
So perception is 21 total, but nat 20.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Oof.
Anyone that
18.
rolled less than a 20 is frozen in place as a blue sigil flares up on the ground. You cannot move at all. If you rolled a 20 or above, I will give you a chance to get out of this by rolling either an athletics or an acrobatics check to try to jump
God.
out of the way as you see it flare into existence.
I'm stuck.
Oh, okay.
Can you mute for the juicy ones, Tim, please?
21.
You're 21?
Mhm.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever one is higher for you.
I got a 22 in athletics.
Okay, so both of you see what is happening and you jump out of the way. Everyone else is frozen in place on the ground. So the only people right now that can move are Meridius, Faye, and Trix.
And if Trix sees this, she's pulling her gun and pointing it at the people.
I was gonna say when Faye finishes rolling out, she would have drawn her sword.
Okay.
Meridius just stands up. Doesn't pull his trident or anything, just stands up after he
Keep
jumps out of the way.
Why did you follow me here? Now the people that are frozen, you can talk, but you can't move.
Follow you. We did not follow you.
Are you working for someone other than Zorak?
We're not.
Because
However-
if so, I can make this very unpleasant. And at that, the sigil turns red. And I need everyone that is frozen to take 1 point of damage.
We are not working for anyone other than him. However, we were asked to investigate the warehouses. We had not recently been here. As we approached the docks, I noticed someone had went through the door here. So we came to investigate.
You are their leader, correct?
I am.
Would you submit to a little mind probing?
God, that sounds so creepy.
I'm not.
I really want to probe the
even
mind
though
of
It sounds
Crow's
Meridian.
so pervy.
Just
Even
Can
though
Desmond
Crow's-
move just one eyebrow?
just to make sure that you are telling the truth. But be warned, if you are telling falsehoods, you will die where you stand.
I will submit to your. And he stops. I
Probing.
will
He said
submit to
probing.
you allowing you to read my mind to see if I tell the truth. If you will also allow me to cast a zone of truth after you have found that I am not lying to you.
What about the other two? Do you agree?
I'm not putting this down until Meridius says it's all clear.
Yeah. She's holding her sword because she has no idea what's happening.
I think that he means, would you volunteer to be probed?
No.
Just to make sure you're telling the truth.
All right, I already thought you were sketchy, but now you're pervy too.
You taking volunteers, or is it just
It
those
just,
people?
Desmond, shut
he
up.
looks at you,
First-
Desmond, and you cannot talk.
If you asked if I am the leader, then I shall be the only one you do this to. If you cannot trust me, then you cannot trust anyone.
What do you think, Lyriel?
I just do what he says to most of the time, honestly.
He strikes me as a man of honor. Very well. He walks over to you, Meridius. Do not worry. As long as your statements are true, you will not be harmed. And he puts his hands up to your face. And then you see his yellow eyes turn white. And basically what you see, Meridius, is basically a slideshow of everything that has happened. But it's not your entire life. He's only looking for things that involve Port Nyanzaru, the trade princes, the artifacts, and the cult. So he holds this on you for just 2 or 3 minutes, as best you can tell. It's all going by very fast. Then he
Kind of
lets
like
go.
what happened when I grabbed my trident at
Yep.
3.
Yep. So, and then he lets go. His eyes glow from white to yellow again. He kind of takes a step back. Are you okay, Varys? I'm fine. He speaks truthfully. And at that, you see him wave his arm. The sigil goes away, and your hit points are restored.
And as
And
the
everyone can
sigil
move.
fades, Meridius holds both of his hands up, one towards Faye and one towards Trix, kind of like this.
Mhm.
Because he never drew his weapons or his shield.
Yep.
Trix is gonna holster her weapon.
And Faye will do the same.
And she's gonna walk up and stand next to Meridius and cross her arms and try to look intimidating at 3'5".
She comes right up to my hip bone.
Yep. Are they truthful? This one speaks truthfully. He is not a member of the cult.
Are you?
And at that, you can see disgust in his face. No. They're
We were-
vile.
As you saw, we were attacked by them.
Yes, most unfortunate thing. But you
Had-
seem to
had we-
handle them well.
Had we been members, you would have not seen us dispatch 7 of them and watch an 8th one burn.
I believe that you were going to cast one of your spells. Correct?
As he says that, everybody sees Meridius grab his holy symbols take enough steps forward to encompass at least the three of them in it. And my eyes go a more aquamarine color as Zone of Truth hits the ground around the three of us.
It's a moon necklace.
I recognize this. Go ahead, ask your questions.
When we arrived, Zarok informed us that there was something stolen from his warehouse. He refused to tell us what it was until we found that out for ourselves. We know where it went after it left his warehouse. Do either of you know what it actually is that was stolen?
They were those crates you see before you. They contained spices. They also contained pieces of an ancient relic. The rock brought them here to protect them from the cult. But we got word that the cult was actually going to steal them from Zarok's warehouse. So we stole them first. It was an elegant plan. One that I'm very proud of.
I'm
I
not
mean-
sure who you had steal them, but they were not very discreet. I can
They
show
have been
you
dealt
where they
with.
came out of the warehouse and which warehouse they took it to next.
You will not find them.
Are
I
they
figured
dead?
as much.
They are. They serve their purpose. The family will be taken care of, as per our deal.
The trade prince that's missing. Do you have any idea of what happened there?
My theory is that she was also taken by the cult.
Kind of convenient to have a cult to blame for everything, isn't it?
They were dormant for many centuries, but have come back in the last few decades.
What of the mage that is missing?
He was investigating the cult. We think he got too close.
Do you think he is dead?
Hard to say, although he would be a hard man to kill.
And since he can pretty much tell they're answering everything that he's kind of already heard, fragments of. Meridius reaches in and pulls out the journal from the mage. We acquired this from the one now leading the mages of the city.
Ah, yes. May I glance at it? Or better yet, take it for investigative purposes.
You could certainly try.
With us being as open and honest with one another as we are, if anyone but myself, and I turn and point at Trix, and her are to try to open this book, it will detonate in their face.
He
Do it.
raises his
I want to
hand.
see it. Do it. Do
His
it.
hand begins glowing purple. The book glows purple. Alaris. Her handiwork is all over the book.
Nice girl.
I figure
Yes.
if we're being honest with one another, then I would let you know before you decided to potentially freeze one of us again and take it for yourself.
You lot have found the artifact. What do you do now?
Why wouldn't you tell Zarok that you have it?
To protect him.
Why frame Faline?
We are already down one trade prince. We do not need to lose more.
So you would rather this remain secret?
The jig is up, as people say. You're free to tell Zorak where his merchandise is located, and then he can do with it as he wishes.
Is there a
We-
reason why Faline seem to have been framed in all this?
He was an easy target to throw everyone off.
But it didn't. With all due respect, you pointed too many fingers at her.
You figured it out. Not everyone is as smart as you are.
I had help. And he looks over his shoulder at the party.
Trix puffs up a little bit.
I have a question that maybe you can answer.
Go ahead.
We went to the Hall of Records, and things are missing. Things that were not checked out appropriately. Who here has that kind of power?
That would be me.
So I take it you're the one with Theline's estate blueprints?
For the time being. As I told you earlier, information is power.
I understand.
Right, but did you take it for any reason besides framing her?
No. And it will be returned.
Oh, this is not us trying to make you seem deceitful. I'm just trying to fill in all the pieces that I have that was missing.
Now you know.
How did you get this inside info from the cult that they were gonna come for the artifact?
I have my ways, little one.
Well, if you're having such a hard time finding this cult, but you somehow are getting the information,
Their tongue is loose, but not that loose. But now that you have the artifact, then most likely the rock can help you.
The question, though, is how did they know where to find it and that it was even here?
You do realize this is a pirate town, hidden from the rest of the world.
I do.
Any
But-
bit of information is available for the right price. Probably not something a paladin deals with a lot.
I usually like to get straight to the point.
Trix is gonna take a step back and point towards his trident point.
he means that point.
You find out a lot more if you take the scenic route. Perhaps something you should learn.
I've taken the scenic route since we have arrived in this city. And it finally led to here.
Yes. Your investigation is concluded. You have won the day.
If we are to locate this trade prince that is missing, and we are to, for example, find the main stronghold of this cult, will the trade princes assist with the matter, or will we have to do it on our own?
We would be forever in your debt.
So you ain't doing jack shit.
We would do everything within our power to help you.
One last thing. Do either of you know of the temple outside of the city that may house an evil?
Do not know of this temple. Only know of ruins.
Any that house or did house a great evil?
Not that I know of, but Zorak is the historian.
He kept saying that the only way we would get there is if we could find what he lost.
Yes, this has all been his test to see if you are worthy. Two birds with one stone.
Do you want us to take the entirety of the crate? Or crates, spices and all?
That would be too conspicuous. We will be here until Zorak's men show up to take it away.
Very well. If we need you, and he turns and looks at Lyriel, whoever it is you have following us, how do we allow them to know that we would need assistance?
I'll handle this. And you see Varys reach into his pouch. He pulls out a small rectangular object. And he takes a little instrument that he has and he carves, as best as you can tell, what looks like a cat's head into the object. He places his hands on it. It glows with a faint white light. And then when he removes it, the cat's head is turned into the actual face of Lyriel. You can use this stone. Contact Lyriel whenever you need to.
I was gonna say it didn't look like her, but that was a cool trick.
Meridius holds out his hand to take the small object. And then puts it into his pack.
Is there anything else, or has our business been concluded? Too much truthfulness here today for me.
I have one off-topic question for you, Varys. Why
Go
did you get
ahead.
kicked out of the Mage Tower?
I have dabbled in magics that are forbidden by the Mage Tower.
Anything fun?
Would you like an undead army?
Trix is gonna look at Meridius.
You see Faye kind of like
As he says that, he can see Meridius's face,
Yes.
and he sees him kind of cock his eyes, but Trix can't see that at the time because he knows what else Trix has.
No, you don't. You
Faye
don't know
kinda
what I
like-
have.
I'm pretty sure you told Spoofy.
Did I tell Spoofy
Tell me what.
that I have a build your own zombie kit? Did I tell anyone? I don't fucking
Yes,
remember.
actually.
I'm pretty sure you told
you
Spoofy,
did-
and we were
you-
kind of sitting there.
Yeah,
It ain't like you were trying to hide it.
Yeah, you did tell me. I'm sorry.
But he doesn't mention it. He just kind of cocks his eyes towards her direction and shakes his head.
Faye gets a little uncomfortable as he mentions it, and you see her kind of just rub her arm a little.
Good. I could make some cool shit. Zombie.
I don't believe that we would need an undead army, but as I said, if we end up getting in over our heads with this cult, if what you have to do to assist ends up being that, then I shall have to tolerate it.
You never know that you need an undead army until you need the undead army. But yes, that is why I was kicked out.
You still dabble every now and then, or is just, youthful indiscretions?
He smiles, looks at Trix, and goes, I like to play.
Oh God!
Oh,
Oh
I hate that.
Oh, no! No!
Oh no!
Oh, my entire body feels gross.
I mean, chat, Ellen brought this trauma on herself.
I know I did. Did he have to say it like that?
Yes. Yes, he did. You asked a person that dabbles in dark magic if they still do it. And he's still in the circle of the zone of truth, so he has to answer truthfully.
If you tried, you could be less creepy.
You have a wish to learn.
Probably not, because that's a little too fleshy for my usual taste. But if you ever need to outfit an undead army with some cool shit, I might be able to help you.
I shall remember you.
Oh, please don't.
Trix is now in the book.
Yep. Perhaps you should return to Zarak. Let him know that everything is fine.
Wait, Trix is in the book, but she's been so good. She's
Not Meridius's book. You're in Varys's book.
Oh,
to
I'm
help
in,
deck out an
okay.
undead army.
I was like, wait, no, don't put me in Meridius's book. I've been good. I've been helpful.
All I want is some zombies with some freaking laser beams.
Tell me that would be fucking cool.
All right.
With
so
it
now,
being such a trip back to his estate, do you recommend the best course of finding a guard to get us a ride?
At that, Varys laughs hysterically. Travel is not a problem. And at that, he waves his arms. You all fade to black. And when the next thing you see, you're inside Zarak's house.
Apparently, Zerat does not have good fucking defense.
No, apparently
when it
not.
comes to magic.
We're in. We're in, boys. We're in.
What is that commotion? Ah! It is
We did
my
it!
wonderful adventuring party. And someone new.
Hello.
Yes, we acquired her
Yes, yes.
after we
yes,
left
yes. One
district.
Madam. Zarak al-Zarani at your service.
He's just shaking his head.
She reached out. Pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm
The
Faye.
pleasure is mine. Faye, is it? Pleasure to meet you. Please, have whatever that I have here at my home is yours and your friends. I take it she's a friend?
She is traveling with us as of now.
Ah, well. I hope that I can be of some assistance to you all. Do you have news?
We should say more of a assistance to you.
Your
We know
food?
where your stolen merchandise ended up.
I just heard Rolly instead of Spoopy
Thanks.
for a second.
Excellent. Yes, Spoofy, there's food. Food! Out, upon the table for everyone.
Finally, I can take this damn thing off. Ah,
There you go, Spoofy. Food and drink, whatever you like. You were saying, Meridius, that you have found what I sent you to find?
Yes.
Where was it at, pray tell?
In the warehouse that is co-owned.
Ah, interesting. So it was Lyriel and Varus.
According to them, they gathered intel that the cult was going to infiltrate your warehouse and steal it for themselves. So they did it to ensure that it wasn't stolen and to protect you.
This cult is definitely becoming a thorn in our sides.
Was that?
We have one of those.
Oh, no offense, Thorn.
Okay, none taken.
Just the proverbial thorn, not the actual definite article.
what did you call him?
God.
His name.
God damn it,
Called
Tim.
him his name.
So they took it for protection, I take it.
They informed us that they didn't want the cult to get their hands on it, and that since you have already have one trade prince that is unaccounted for, they did not want you to end up being the second.
Well, their kindness is a bit off-putting. I'll have to discuss it with them at a later date.
They informed us to let you know that they would be waiting at their warehouse for your men to arrive and collect your merchandise.
Excellent. Excellent indeed. This is most great news that you bring me,
And
Meridius.
just they may check out, but you can trust him with this stuff, but I would not let Varys around children. Vibe, sir.
It does not pass the vibe check, is what you're saying.
I believe all their information to be truthful. I did use Zone of Truth, and they willingly accepted.
Excellent. I take it everyone made it out unscathed from meeting Varys?
Meridius looks around. Not exactly.
Physically, sure. Emotionally,
Yes, the emotional trauma that Varys gives you is something that just has to be dealt with, unfortunately.
lots of baths.
Yes. So, you have got my merchandise back to where it belongs. All is right in the world. And you've passed my test. I believe you may be the adventurers that I have been looking for.
We came looking for you.
Well, you did. You were sent to me, but I put out a request. And lo and behold, he gave me exactly what I wanted.
You were the parcel all along.
So, eat up, rest, relax. For tomorrow, you begin the gauntlet of champions.
Wait, I thought you were supposed to show us where the. We're not going to the temple tomorrow?
You will go to the temple if you bring back what I require and win the Gauntlet of Champions.
I like this.
Sounds like a tournament of athletic skills. Hopefully it's not just
There
that.
are a handful
If they have
of
drinking
events.
games, Desmond, you've got this.
Unfortunately, there are no drinking games, but there is a handful of events. And if you succeed and win the tournament, then you gain entrance to the treasure vault. There's something that I dearly need in that treasure vault.
What about things that we dearly need in that treasure vault?
On this, you will be working for me. I need you to get one particular item out of the vault. And if you bring that to me, then you will be compensated. And you will also be given the location that you have requested.
What item are we being tasked with acquiring now?
Just a little bauble of some importance, a family heirloom, I guess you could say.
You want a bubble?
A silver locket,
Oh.
probably tarnished with some age. But I would like it returned to me and my family.
Does it have any definitive markings on it?
No, just an ordinary silver locket.
And it's not gonna explode if we touch it?
I promise you that it will not explode.
What if there's more than one locket? How will we tell?
I think that you would be able to tell. Probably your magic users would be able to suss it out if you can't find it.
So it won't explode, but it does something. Yeah.
There is magics involved, yes, but it will not harm you physically, no.
More emotional trauma for tricks. Got it.
Listen,
What
she's
would be
mid
staying-
existential crisis. It's a miracle she's sober. It's fine.
Will we be staying at your residence this evening then, Zero?
You are welcome to stay here, or I can put you up in the inn. It is your choice.
I just figured you would have a fancy dinner party for us.
Well, that is beyond question. We'll celebrate this evening. You have done your task and done it well. Food and drink will flow tonight. Then tomorrow, you will accomplish my task. But be warned. You're allowed to take one item. I need you to bring me that locket in perfect working order. That's the only thing that I ask.
But now I want to do the opposite because he said that.
One item per person?
Except it's what we have to do.
No, not one item per the group will be able to get one item.
That's a bullshit tournament, but okay.
The items in the treasury vault are extremely powerful. That is why only one that passes the Tournament of Champions can enter. But that's enough for now. Eat, drink, be merry. We celebrate. You have completed your test and done it well.
Desmond, shots?
Orlando, shot glasses.
Orlando.
And Orlando reaches his hand and pulls
Fill
out.
one with salt water. For Meridians.
I thought he was
He
fresh
says
water.
that Meridius is giving him the worst stink eye
And
possible.
Orlando goes over and pours water into one of the shot glasses and then takes a pinch of salt and adds it. And stirs
I
it with
feel like he
little
has a.
tea stirrer.
I feel like he has a little pocket right here that he reaches in for the
And
salt.
there it
Just a
is.
tiny little
So-
pocket.
And then Orlando brings over a little holder with the glasses, and it's enough glasses for everyone in the party.
Thank you. My good man.
Pix is reaching up for one.
Well, I'm not really with the church anymore, so bottoms up, yeah?
Well said, Orlando.
That's the spirit.
Oh, you're new to this. This is gonna be fun.
I mean, we drink wine, but
Oh
in
no, honey.
moderation.
No.
Oh.
There was the one time. There was the one time when I was still learning how to build all this stuff before the accident and everything. So trash that I woke up with this tattoo,
And she's gonna pull her sleeve up to show her tattoo.
Oh, that's an interesting mark.
Yeah. Don't know how to fucking happen.
It was just there.
All right. So does anybody want to do anything tonight?
I want to look at my papers.
He's like, I want to look at his fucking papers.
Okay.
I don't know
All
what I
right.
grabbed. I don't know what I got.
Okay. So you look at the papers.
What is it? What are they?
One paper looks to just be like a list of office supplies that need to be purchased.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
All right.
I would like to try.
And then hold on, let me roll for the second one. Okay. So the second one appears to be a copy of a page in Zarok's journal. And in this page, you find out that one, Zarok totally knew who had the artifacts.
Son of a bitch.
Two, he's really concerned about this locket. And three, you see that he thinks that there is something to the ruins. But he believes it's too dangerous to investigate at this time. So there you go.
I have dirt on Thaleen, not dirt, but I have read Thaleen's journal and I have this page.
Yes,
from Rock's.
yes,
Okay.
you do. You have 2 journal pages from 2 of the trade princes,
Okay.
and you know stuff that they don't know that you know.
Cool.
And you're also the only one in your party that knows this.
Yep.
On both of them.
Good. What's up?
All right. Does
And you
anybody
saw,
want to do anything
and you saw
else?
Desmond doing that one weird thing.
And I saw Desmond doing that one weird thing.
Yep.
Which,
You
And
saw
then the
Desmond
other
do the
weird
one
thing
weird
also.
yeah.
Well, the
Yo.
one
He
weird thing
participated in the
was
one
the
weird
pirate trade prince.
Yeah. That was the old crouching tiger hidden. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, the Eiffel Tower at the lane there.
Jeff.
Mm.
All right. So, does anybody want to do anything else before we move on to tomorrow?
I figured we would have the little dinner party, right? We might have a little conversation there.
All right.
Desmond wants to flirt
Just-
with the new girl.
Just the floor open, you know,
Absolutely
for
wants
anybody
to.
to talk.
All right.
I'm just saying what's happening. Desmond wants
Free
to flirt with
reign.
the
You
new
can
girl.
talk to anyone.
And nobody says
No one
anything.
says
I'm waiting for Desmond to
anything.
start talking. That's what we're waiting
All right.
for.
Also,
Yelfish.
as you're partying for like 30 minutes or so, you see Thaleen enter and sit down near Desmond.
Hey.
But go ahead and talk. I'm just letting you know she's there. Not to make it awkward, but it got awkward.
It just got awkward. Kiltish, so you've been rather quiet today. Something on your mind? So
You know, well, maybe you don't. And then there's also Spoofy and then also there's Ian. Just it's been a long day.
I can see that.
Great.
Yes.
You know what? You need shots too.
Yeah.
You need
Pass
more.
him, pass him.
I look over to my doctor.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
winking
gonna.
at me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Apparently
saying.
he's drinking boba tea, so you can do whatever you want to.
Getting crunk on that cobalt tea.
Uh,
When Thaleen sits down next to Desmond, I get a little jealous and go do push-ups in the corner. I go full fuckboy for a minute.
so Faye kind
Nice.
of looks over and goes, "Does he do that often?"
He likes to keep fit, you know. So
Yeah, that's totally what it is. That's what it is.
He should have better
Good.
form. Not.
We've been telling him that he refuses to listen.
Okay. Thorn, as you're doing push-ups or whatever there at the wall, Thaleen looks over, cocks her eyebrow a little bit, and then she's like, "Hey, I got something you can push."
201.
La 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 la
202.
la 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 la. Why we gotta do this
Oh,
again?
I didn't even see you there.
I think his form is disrupted by his ample buttocks that he has. It throws it off a bit.
Ah,
You
see,
heard it. Thorn, gluteus maximus.
It's canon
no
now.
cheeks.
So Desmond,
Thorn ample.
is he like
buttocks.
your type that you're looking, or?
Is he the
Oh,
type?
honey,
No.
you think
well,
they haven't
yeah.
gone there?
You can throw a quarter off Thorn's ass and get back 2 dimes and a nickel.
you have to respect
Okay.
something that glorious on any creature. So
Oh, Faye. If you only knew. Desmond has no type. 2 legs and walks. It's Desmond's type.
Pulse optional.
I was gonna say the
Oh,
2 legs are optional.
He will do a centaur.
Pretty sure he has.
Impressive.
At one point when Trix is pretty smashed, she's gonna wander over and she's gonna poke at Meridius's arm.
Hey,
When she comes over, I'm looking at the journal.
hey,
What is it?
can you help me with something later?
Is this assistance going to be when you're completely hammered?
Oh, I'm already completely hammered. That's kind of why it is gonna be more tolerable to do it. But I just, it's about what we talked about earlier.
I will aid where I can.
Thanks, man.
Hey Thorn, how many of the push-ups are you gonna do?
350, 351. I'll just keep counting in the corner.
So does anyone else have any tattoos?
I don't.
Not really. No.
You see Faye kind of like pause for a moment.
I mean, I wouldn't
no.
necessarily say tattoos. I mean,
Wait,
I
am I the coolest one in the group then?
I have like, you know, markings and things that look like tattoos, kind of more birth designs.
Doesn't
That's
count.
interesting.
When Desmond does that, Meridius stops what he's looking at and looks up and says, "I have one." And then he goes back to the journal.
Hold on.
Hold up now. Hold up. We're not gonna skip over that. We're not gonna skip over that.
Yeah.
You won't
Why
have
not?
to drink, but you'll go ahead and get inked.
It's not a normal tattoo.
Oh, does yours do stuff cool? Does yours do that too?
He can make it dance.
Oh boy.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Considering what it is, I mean, sort
It's
of.
just running, Pete.
And Trix is really excited and really drunk, and you'll notice she has kind of creepy, almost like animal skin gloves on as she's showing you her tattoo, and she's gonna wave her hands for a second, and she's gonna use the tattoo to cast mirror image. So you're going to see her suddenly, like, with a duplicate of Trix right next to her, waving her arms around, doing stupid shit.
God, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
After I got this, and all of a sudden I could do this, and I don't know how. It's really cool. Really fun for screwing with people's heads.
If you're all right with that, DM.
Who's gonna be our champion tomorrow?
Yep, that's fine.
I think it's
Okay.
all of us,
Champion.
Spoopy.
So,
Oh.
as Spoofy says, we're not gonna look over that. Meridius closes the journal and puts it in his bag, and he stands up and he starts to unbuckle his breastplate to take it off.
Oh.
And as he removes the breastplate and sets it on the table,
Did the party just
grabs
start?
his shirt. He grabs his shirt and he pulls it up in the back, and when he turns around, y'all see what looks like black inked kraken tentacles going over his back.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
sick.
he is cooler than me.
God, where's this Meridius been, man? What?
That's why he's the leader.
Were you a pirate? Are you a paladin
No.
pirate?
No, this is
Celine, how
Just a-
does someone become a pirate?
tattoo that is used for augmenting abilities.
Augment. Yes.
You're supposed to be a doctor. You should know what that means.
I know what augmenting means. It means to
Bullshit.
change or to alter.
No, it means to enhance or make more.
Wow. Yes, that one.
Trix, in
Mhm.
response to your question, how do you become a pirate? Celine looks over at you and goes, "You can pass my test.
That's not what I was
Join my
asking.
crew."
I
It's a
was,
fun test.
I was being serious. I was not talking about that test.
I was being serious too.
Aw, she's
No,
shy.
thank you. No, thank you.
Aw.
No, thank you.
Just offer stands.
Thorn, I think you can stop doing push-ups. You're not her type.
Oh, yes, he
Who are
is. We
you?
have evidence of that.
Wait, Zerok, you've been holding out on me. No, she is completely new. I didn't know about her until about 2 hours ago.
Neither do we.
Well, where are you from? And aren't you just the cutest thing?
I mean, I've lived here. From the church, actually.
Church?
Yeah, I spend most of my time there since I was a kid.
Oh, so did you leave the church?
Yeah, we will say I left the church. That's probably
you one of
the easiest
those
way to explain.
Vestal virgins or something that they have in some of these churches? Are you like one of those or something?
She kind of giggles. Not quite.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, here. If you ever need anything, you can use this to contact me. I'm Trade Prince Thaleen, and I can help you do anything here in the city. Just ask Desmond and Thorn. I've helped them quite a lot.
I'm sure
Great
you
point of
have.
contact.
I'm very good at getting supplies, and some would even say lessening stress.
You see her kind of looking like she's not looking at Thorn because Thorn's still doing push-ups, I'm sure. But
Oh no, I stopped. Once she acknowledged me, then I stopped. I'm just co-signing to everything she's saying behind her.
you're like, yeah, yep,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
I'm assuming they're like more probably across the table from me. She looks across and she reaches over for the item or whatever that she's giving to her.
Yeah, Thaleen is actually, she's not sitting across the table. She actually left the rock, moved over to you, and got up on the
Oh,
table,
perfect.
and is just laying there like she's a freaking Thanksgiving turkey.
Because she wants to be painted like one of
Paint
the
me
French
like one of you-
girls.
Here you go.
Exactly.
Who's the baby?
Exactly. Well, just the offer is always there if you want something.
Out of curiosity, is there anybody who you don't make that offer to?
Very few.
Where's the line?
Where's the line?
Bathing.
We need more wine.
What was that?
Bathing. I like people that bathe.
Oh,
If you don't bathe, I'm not going to let you in there.
That's
to-
it?
Yeah.
As she takes the
It's an
whatever
adventure.
she's giving to her, she's gonna
Desmond
kind of
gets it.
she's gonna lock eyes
Frequently.
with Celine, which is not something that she's really done with any of you yet because she's very like drawn in.
Mm-hmm.
And she obviously sees, and her eyes are just very different as she takes the item or the paper or whatever she's giving her to contact.
So, what was life in the church like?
And she, as you take the thing, she goes back over to Sirach. She pets Thorn on the back as she goes.
The church. You know, I don't really have a whole lot of memories from when I was younger. But all I've known is just learning to become a cleric, learning how to use my sword. I spent a lot of time training there. I just feel like they don't understand me. I don't know. I've devoted my whole life to it, and I still don't feel like I know or understand.
That's when you say fuck it and get on the road, because you'll find out stuff about yourself there.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have much of a choice now. I definitely am not going back, so.
Yeah, you may not like what you find out, but you'll definitely find shit out.
So, at this point now I'm sitting down. I'm just,
okay.
If you don't mind me asking, Faye, you don't strike me, at least in our limited time together, you don't strike me as someone who would attack unwarranted, so to speak. What happened?
Don't really intend to hurt anybody. I never have. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what happened when they threw me out.
I at least know who.
Kind of confused.
These priests, they're all uppity with their rules. You know, can't keep up with all of them. You probably spilled some wine someplace. They didn't like it.
Meridia stops writing in his journal, and he stops and looks at Zarok for a moment, and he says, "Oh, and by the way, we may have caused a little bit of a problem with one of your temples, and the entirety of the party is not permitted into the Temple of Lathander in this city."
Wait, what? When did that happen?
Oh,
be able to. She wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
why did I
said
get
it out
banned?
loud.
I didn't do anything.
None of us did anything other than not let some pompous, arrogant asshole of a priest besmirch someone's name and honor for no reason.
So he did paladin shit, and it pissed him off.
He referred to, and he looks at Faye, he referred to her as trash. So I informed him that if he wanted us to take out his trash, then he would need to leave the temple and come with me.
That's a good one. Man, you guys didn't tell me that Meridia's made a joke.
I was being serious.
Yeah, he was being serious.
It's still a good joke, even if you didn't mean it as one.
And then I go back to finishing up what I was writing in my journal for my entry.
Look at that, you done gone and upset the man.
Thorn, we've traveled together for a little while. You know, I don't rightly know where you're from or anything about your family.
Second.
He said, "What second?"
He said, "I don't either."
Just a minute. Let me pull up. Yeah, we small farming family.
Obviously, they're all attractive like you. So, but beyond that,
my one brother maybe not as much, but yeah, yes, we
That's good
No,
for
I
he
just-
is.
He was the looker in the family.
He was my brother was. No, we
Well, you know, you could have fixed that.
how so?
I don't know. What was he? What was he proud of? His beard, his hair. What was he proud of?
Oh, he had the most glorious mane you've ever laid eyes on.
You know what you need for that?
Shave half it.
Acid.
What?
What? That's a little much even for me.
The drunk little Perry sitting there.
We
We're gonna talk about that later.
got this ruler that, well, let's just say I left to ensure that my family was able to continue.
Brother steal your girl?
No. You may try, but no.
Oh, and I didn't really answer your question. Brother Theron, Sunveil, was who was upset with me at the church.
So they're in Sunfield?
Sunveil, Sunvieo.
Like I said, I don't believe you did anything unwarranted. You don't strike me as that type of person.
well, would anyone like to see a party trick?
Yes, go ahead.
Does
we getting some
everyone keep
prestidigitation?
their clothes on?
Orlando, bring the bag. Yes, the bag. Yeah. The bag.
He
I
didn't
pull-
answer my question.
I'll pull out this. No, I did not. Pull out this
Trix is gonna cover
rust-colored,
her eyes.
rust-colored bag. It's about the size of a basketball, maybe. And I'm like, all right, someone reach into the bag and pull out one of the orbs inside and throw it.
Does it matter what color I pick, or
You just reach in and
I guess-
grab one and just pitch it. And roll a
Faye
d8.
kind of looks over at,
D8?
at Trix, who's obviously like concerned about this for a moment. And
No,
like,
she's already seen
Also, where do you throw it?
Desmond's ass once today, I'm pretty sure.
I'm throwing it towards.
Or she
the
was
wall.
protected from Desmond's ass.
Towards
I
the
don't know.
wall.
Standing-
Okay.
Yeah, so let's say I'm assuming we're at like a long table, so I grab it out the bag, right where you're
Okay.
sitting at, and so facing whatever that.
Just
wall-
off away from everybody
Yeah,
else.
just all away from.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
I rolled an 8.
An 8?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So it hits the wall. Actually, when you grab the little orb, it's like fuzzy.
Ooh.
And when you pull it out, you
tingles a
throw
little
it,
bit.
and it hits the wall. And as it's falling to the floor, it starts to stretch out, and you see like legs coming out, and all of a sudden there is a large brown bear over against the wall. Excellent,
Awesome.
excellent.
What the hell?
As
Oh.
the bear pops up, I ching, and my hand axes come out of my forearms, just in
Trix is
case.
gonna peek.
Oh, it's friendly. It's friendly enough.
Oh, it's friendly.
I mean,
okay.
we could probably fight it and kill it
No,
if you
no,
want
no,
to,
if it-
but
no. If it's
but,
friendly, I was just ready.
Oh, dear.
come
Desmond,
over here, bear.
Right back into the forearm.
Yes.
I take it the bear's yours.
I
What gave it
guess
away?
you would consider it mine, but
Please remember you are a guest in my home.
Oh yes,
Say-
we'll
Say-
Orlando will clean up any bear shit.
I was gonna say, she's saying you're cleaning it up if you should.
Can we name him?
You can, but I'm afraid he won't be here for very long. Actually, I don't know if he's here for very long. Let me. He may be. He may be here until his hit points are
Here
gone.
forever.
Come on, you can't just manifest.
we have a-
I didn't read the whole thing through here.
Oh my
Here's an
god.
bear reaching, reveals
Listen,
bear.
I
You
summoned
can
an
use
unfound familiar. Please.
Oh,
Bar
get-
Burton
y'all get
told
mad
me
at
that
me for not
reading
reading,
is
so-
fundamental.
I donated my
The-
life force to keep the bear.
But it is Diz clan.
That's true.
The
he
creature
doesn't read.
vanishes at the next dawn, so it's here until the next dawn.
Oh, it's a party bear.
Party bear.
Oh my
He
god.
said it was a party trick.
It's a
This
party
is
bear.
true.
Is it friendly?
It is friendly, yes. We could name it.
His name is Clausy.
Faye gets up and 100% walks
Clausy,
over
excellent.
and like
Clausy.
scratches under the bear's chin.
I'm riding it. I'm jumping on its back and I'm riding it.
The bear
Oh, he
stretches
doesn't
its
like that,
neck
though.
out.
You are gorgeous.
You can hear it like.
For once, can it be something that's not bigger than me?
It's friendship.
You should do it then, Trix. You put your hand in
It's
there.
friend shaped by
You
not
put your hand in his
friends.
sack and pull out a ball.
What?
I hold it open. Grab one of my
She's
fuzzy
looking at
balls.
His
Thorn
sack. Reach into his sack. It's fun.
and looks at my
Reach in
sack.
for Desmond's balls. Put them in your hand.
It was a little. Listen,
Put him in your hand and chuck
it
him.
was a little. It was a little fuzzy, so it's a little wiggly, but it was nice squish to it.
The best description ever for Desmond's ball.
I just shaved a week ago, man. It's still fuzzy.
Trix is hesitating, but she really wants to try and see.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna throw it on the opposite side of the room from the bear in case the
Where-
bear decides it looks tasty.
Okay.
Roll another
Who's
eight.
on the opposite side of the room?
Well, we're with the bear.
Is Meridius over there?
Yeah, I think Faye and Thorn are over by the bear right now.
Yeah, it would be. You would
Okay.
be
What else
throwing
I
it
do?
towards like if you're throwing it opposite from where you guys are, it would be going towards like Zarok and Thaleen.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
not.
You already grabbed the balls. You got to do something.
Okay, fine. She's just
Roll a
she's,
d8.
She's uncomfortable with it, so she's just trucking it to not be touching it anymore. That's a 7.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was like, roll 7, roll 7, roll 7. Okay,
no.
it hits and rolls on the table a little bit. And as it does, it kind of starts somersaulting. You see this animal somersaulting, and then it comes up on 4 legs, and a mane of hair comes out, and there's a lion on the table.
What did I just say about it? It's bigger than me.
Excellent.
But you could ride that one.
You can ride this one too. As
You
I'm on
kind
top
of would
it.
look like a badass on top of that lion. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it could.
Yes.
Maybe,
Right on top.
maybe
Right
that's
on
what
top.
we should do. I should get on the lion's
When she-
back
I was
and
gonna
we
say, when
should
Faye
set up
says
targets
that-
outside.
She kind of like winks
Yes.
at Trix. I want to try and persuade her to get on the lion.
No, Trix just had the thought that she could ride the lion and try to target shoot. She's on board now.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go outside.
There's a lot more room for activities outside.
Be like, Zorak, do we need to go outside for that?
Please.
I was gonna go
Oh yeah,
outside.
of course we're going outside.
I don't shoot in the house unless I'm shooting somebody who deserves it, and that's not what we're doing here.
I have one more ball left if anyone wants to partake.
You had 3 balls?
Hey,
You got 3 balls.
hey, come on.
Oh, but I like the bear.
We have a lion and a bear.
We need
Lion,
a
tiger,
tiger.
She's like, okay, fine. And she reaches in and she
Okay.
The corruption has begun.
she'll take it. She will take it outside and she will throw the ball.
Okay.
That's not
I'm
what's
on top of the
upset.
bear. I'm on top of the bear and riding him.
Okay.
outside.
Trix is now standing on her chair, looking at the lion, trying to make eye contact with it and be like,
Hey,
We're gonna be friends.
Come on, Clausy.
now we're gonna try something. Please don't eat me. I know I'm bite-sized, but please don't eat me.
It helps if you give
Why
it a
bite
name.
size if why bite size if not bite?
Question.
Exactly.
That's a good
Trix
question.
is just staring at it for a
Her
minute,
name
and
is
she's
Trix.
thinking, and she's thinking, and she's thinking. His name is Shenanigans.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh,
And
Oh,
Trix
no.
is nodding very seriously because his name is Shenanigans.
All right. This is
So
what is
roll a
it?
d8 for the
It's 5.
a 5. So it hits and it starts bouncing. And as it starts bouncing, it starts getting larger, and you see these legs pop out the bottom with hoofs on them, and all of a sudden, it is a giant goat bouncing around the yard.
Trix is holding her hand out to Shenanigans. I'm gonna climb on your back now.
Okay. You try to climb on its back.
After she makes sure that it's not gonna pounce, yes, she's gonna climb on its back.
You succeed.
All right, forward.
She's going to ride the lion out to the courtyard.
All right.
All right. I need targets to shoot at.
Alright. What we got here? I can make, I'm going to use minor illusion to make targets.
Okay.
All right. How do you think I can get him to run?
Give him a good,
Give
a
him a
good
nice
clop,
little
and clop
kick.
with your
He
heels.
he
into the
responds
side.
to the commands. I mean, you
Alright.
Just kind of,
Now, okay, so she's gonna pull her gun out and she's gonna say, "Okay, Shenanigans, I need you to run in circles around the courtyard, and we're gonna try some shit."
So I keep throwing out minor illusions of these like bullseyes as she's doing this, and
As
like
she's
every
gonna
once in a
try-
while I'll throw out a mage hand that's just a middle finger, so she can shoot
And
it.
anytime she sees one of
There you
those, she
go.
pops a middle finger back at Desmond.
It's bonus points.
Bonus points.
She's just gonna start shooting for the targets as she's riding the lion around the courtyard.
Ah.
All right.
This is the
Roll
best
to-
Zelda
roll to
game
hit.
ever.
Zelda mini
Got
game
one.
right here.
That's a 26.
26. That hits.
Blasting them
She's
suckers
just
out the
gonna
sky.
keep
He
blasting.
just into like these little. It's like when you hit it, it almost is like a little thing of fireworks. Just
Still got it.
Oh my god.
She's gonna just keep shooting.
all right.
23.
That hits.
And she's just going until somebody stops her.
hey, Des,
27?
That-
Yeah.
Anything
yes.
above like a 15 is going to hit.
Hearing like,
Yeah,
hearing like a
she's
couple
just-
targets, throw up an innocent civilian in there.
Okay. All right. It'll have to be small because it can be.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'll
make
throw
it
up
like,
like
say
a.
that I roll a 12.
make it like a kid or something.
Okay. All right. Kid. I mean, really?
You said small. That's what I thought.
I'll make it look like. How about an undead kid?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Jesus
Okay.
took a turn.
I like that.
Ah!
And she's gonna jump
Jump
back
scare.
and she's gonna start to fall off the lion and she's gonna catch herself with her wings.
All right.
Where's the
I
bullet going?
need you
missed.
to roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. Is
I
it
would like
okay?
to start the wave to rally her.
That's a 7.
A 7.
Good work.
When this happens and you get freaked out, you fall off the bear.
I was on the lion.
Lion.
Oh, the
I,
lion.
I was
Sorry.
on the bear.
You
Dude, I thought
throw
it was a
off.
bear the
You
entire
get
time.
thrown off the lion.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
Classic Desmond.
Classic.
Spoofy thought it would be a good idea to throw out a child, and I thought, well, maybe an undead child would be more appropriate.
Why do you want me to shoot a kid, Spoofy? That's fucked up.
I wanted to see how good your focus was because you were just blasting. You were hitting, but you were blasting aimlessly. I wanted to see how
And she's
good
gonna
your
point her
focus.
gun at Spoofy.
Oh.
Does it look aimless now?
I don't know. Are you standing steady or are you kind of swaying?
Oh no, she's very much
God.
swaying. It's a miracle.
I take a step
that
away
she
from
was able to
Spoofy.
hit those.
All right. So,
That was
any other shenanigans for tonight?
No, we've only had one shenanigan.
All right. So, okay. So here we are. It is 10:57 p.m. Eastern on Sunday night. What do you all want to do? We can continue and go through the gauntlet, or we can end it here and go through the gauntlet next session. It's up to you guys.
I cannot do a gauntlet.
I was gonna
Right.
say, I feel like the gauntlet's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
We could start at the gauntlet maybe next time or something.
Yeah.
Jump to there maybe.
Then, once everybody's like done with the party for the night, Trix is gonna try to get Viridius to come with her for a minute.
Boofy's gonna work on a new medicine concoction over the night. Probably test a few things.
Okay.
All right. So you know how earlier we talked about, my life and that bullshit. And
I do.
the thing that's been fucking with me the most is, am I even supposed to have wings? Like, was I born with these? Did somebody put them on me? Did the accident actually happen? Is this little vial of ashes around my neck actually my wings, or is it just out of somebody's fireplace? So after the explosion, I was told that my entire back was covered in scars. I can't see for myself. Can you tell me if they're really there?
So you're going to undress your upper
No,
half
no,
and have me look at your back?
I'm just gonna get the wings out of the way and no.
I was just making sure.
No.
That seemed like an odd request.
No. I just can't look for myself, and I need extra eyes, and you're the one who I kind of told everything to earlier, so I thought maybe you'd help.
I will assist in any way that I can.
All right. Well, she's going to reach back and kind of like pinch a spot, and all of a sudden, one of her wings is going to detach. And then she's going to take that, put it down, take the other one off, and then she's going to kind of just pull her back of her shirt up so that he can see.
What do I see, DM?
You see scars.
What kind of scars? Like burn scars? Like cut scars? Like what kind of scarring am I looking at?
You are seeing, just a second here. All right. So you are seeing definitely scars from where her wings used to be. They look like cuts.
Okay.
Those have been cut. You can see some smaller scars that look like they've healed over many, many years. That are both cuts, but a lot of them are burns.
Okay.
Some of it looks like perhaps her cuts, some of the cut scars have burns on top of them. So they were cut, but they were burned at some point after the first scar healed. So you can tell Trix has been through something very physical.
Right. So as I look, I say, when you said you lost your wings to a fire, that's what you remember?
Well, there was a little bit of an explosion involved too, but yeah, it was mostly fire. The wings themselves burnt off. There was kind of a beam that fell on my back, and I kind of got pinned.
So, Meridius, standing there, says, I'm going to reach out and touch where your wings were to show you something. And he reaches out and he runs his hand down where the scars, like cuts, are on the sides of where her wings were. These are not burns. It appears you have been cut, like someone forcefully removed your wings with some blade. And then he goes across, like, just takes a finger and goes across the other cuts that he sees that aren't near her wings. And here, but you have burns over them.
She's gonna drop her shirt and she's just gonna flop down and sit. What the hell happened to me?
I do not know. We may have to find someone that can enter your mind and see what truly happened. And Meridia's not thinking about her being creeped out. We have met one in the city that could possibly do so.
No, not him. Someone
He has been
suggests.
truthful so far.
Yeah, but he's a
but-
fucking perv.
To be fair, not a perv.
She thinks he's a perv.
To be fair,
The
Someone-
choice is ultimately yours, but
Someone
feel
said
someone-
the information broker.
I do not fully trust that individual. In order to get the information you seek there, you will, and he looks down at his arm, at the book. You will have to trade something of importance to him.
What do I have to lose at this point?
Your very soul.
Yeah.
That means something to quite a few people. I don't think you would want your soul in his possession.
Why would someone have done this? What's the point?
I do not know. But if it's within my power, I will help you find out.
Thanks. Thanks for checking for me.
You're not the only one that has things that we must try to figure out.
But I did definitely have wings.
From what I can tell, there is stems of where your wings used to be.
So I shouldn't feel weird about flying.
I would say that you are meant to fly.
oh,
That's what she's been struggling with all day.
Okay.
Fish Daddy strikes again.
Don't call him Fish Daddy. Daddy makes it weird.
Jesus.
Dad, not daddy. They are very different things.
I'm seeing a pattern. Trix always takes it weird.
Ellen takes it weird because y'all make it weird.
Good night.
We will see you in the morning.
As Faye heads to bed, DM, who would you say is in the closest room to where she is?
Let's
Des-
see.
We already know it's Desmond.
I will say Desmond.
Okay. So as Faye's walking to her room, she stops for a moment before entering the door, and she turns to Desmond, who she knows is coming down the hall. She says, "Desmond, I have a question.
Okay.
Do you believe that so long as somebody tries to be good, that they can be?"
That is what I try to live by. Of course I believe it.
No matter what?
Well, like, how you treat people, in the end, that's how you will be treated, so.
She pauses, and you see her kind of grab her holy symbol for a second. Thank you. Good night. And she opens and closes the door.
And believe me, put your faith in people, not those petty gods.
Something
I mean, put a little
consider.
faith in them. You need their power, but, you know, still.
Of course. Thank you.
Good evening.
And you hear the door click.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
Wonderfully kind, Desmond.
Are there so
Right.
she's in one room next to me. Is there somebody in the other room next to Desmond?
Meridius.
Radius. You
Ian's like, no
how
hanky
thick
panky with
are
neighbors.
the walls? How thick are the walls here?
I mean,
Roll
could
for
you
wall
hear-
thickness?
if you made a loud enough ruckus, you could be heard in the adjoining rooms.
Okay. Do you
But-
want them to roll for it or just use their passive?
Oh god.
Roll for it.
Okay.
I'm using perception, yeah. Oh god, where did they go? Hold, please. I found it. It's good.
Thanks for the raid, Fuzzleduck Gaming.
Are we
Oh.
are we all
Appreciate the
rolling?
raid.
Well, I got a 10, so
10. Okay.
I got a 17.
17.
Okay,
You decide.
so
Do they hear anything?
Meridius would hear something.
You know what I'm doing.
Yes.
Oh.
You know what I'm doing.
Yes,
The room's
Meridius would
glowing green
hear
again.
noises.
noises.
He would have to actively roll to see if he could figure out what it was. But he does hear noises.
The said noises I hear,
Oh god.
do they sound like anything that I may potentially be opposed to
Oh god.
as a paladin?
That's like everything.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh no.
Jesus.
They would be muffled, right?
They are muffled.
15.
15. You don't know what is being said. You just hear.
Pretty accurate.
Right, but I'm not asking if I hear it clearly. I'm saying is anything that I'm hearing noise-wise something that would alert me as a paladin? Not necessarily hearing exactly what's being said.
You would have
Like
to
the
use
tone
one
or
of your
anything.
abilities that detects good or evil.
Okay. So just knowing that where we are and the cult and everything going on, I will send out a divine sense then to see if I can pick up anything.
Okay. And you don't have to roll for that. It's just a ability,
Yeah,
correct?
it's just as an action.
Okay. So You clutch your holy symbol. You are communing with the Bahamut to try to sense any, I'm assuming, undead or
It's
fiend or
celestial fiend
bad.
or undead.
Right. So
Within 60 feet of me.
You clutch it. You do your spell. You feel the radiant energy. Like you're a beacon. It goes out from you in the radius. You detect nothing.
How far are the rooms away from one another?
Oh, Desmond's only like at most maybe like 10 feet from your bed.
Okay.
Like you would be able to detect the entire. You'd be able to pick up Desmond's room 100%.
So, not feeling anything.
Nope.
The first thought through my head is everything should be okay. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But then another thought
Desmond
enters my
is doing
mind.
evening prayers.
Well, another thought that enters my mind is maybe I'm still not fully back in touch with Bahamut still after the temple incident.
Hmm.
So, still hearing muffled noises from his room, I set my trident down beside the bed and I'm just staring at it. Knowing what I want to do, but also having the slight pause of what I may get into a fight with mentally if I do it again.
Okay. As you stare at your trident and your focus after just casting this radiant spell is 100% now on the trident, your holy symbol emits a faint light.
Oh.
And in the light that's cast, it makes a shadow of the trident. But in that shadow, you see another shadow move. And that's where we'll end.
What? With the French toast? That was a shitty place to end.
You gotta leave them wanting more.
Jesus.
Listen, can we just all
Gimme.
agree not 2 months this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Please?
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Let's try to go before Thanksgiving, please. All
Should
right,
be
so
the
that's where we'll end
27th,
it
right?
for tonight.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yep, should be. Yep.
I hope so, because I'm out of town the 3rd.
Yep, should be the 27th. Yep, 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern time, right here, Nerdacopia Network on Twitch.tv. So, thanks everybody for showing up. We really appreciate it. We are Nerdacopia Network, and we do some things. But before we get started with that, we have peoples that we would like to introduce you to if you haven't met them already. So we will start with Double Up Buck.
You always do this to me.
Well, I can start with somebody else if you want me to.
I'm trying to write down the last part of the session.
All right, Spoofy, go for it.
You go first alphabetically, though, Buck. I'm
Yeah,
just
I know.
saying.
I know.
Hello, everybody. My name on Twitch is RollyVT. I don't use this model. I actually have a little armadillo friend model that we use. So we are live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern
dang.
Standard Time. We've been playing some Cult of the Lamb, Trading Card Sim, and I think we're gonna run some Stardew this Friday. So yeah, come on down, hang out with us.
You're trying to stress me out.
I'm trying. Wait, am I? What?
By making me watch you play Stardew.
What do you want from me?
It's fine. It's fine. I'll survive.
It's not that bad.
All right. Next, we will go to the newly added player to the campaign.
Hello. Hi, I'm back. I'm so excited. So hi, I'm Lady Chaotic. I obviously play the new character Faye. I usually stream Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Holy crap. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I usually do GTA roleplay. On those days, we do a lot of paramedic stuff, and God only knows. Things just get crazy. We do things, we heal people, we help people. It's awesome. And then on Sundays, we've been playing whatever I feel like playing, and lately that just has been Apex. So we did some Apex this morning at 11 a.m. Super fun time. We got a dub today, so that was fun. Woo woo.
Nice, congrats.
But just, working in some different other things on the weekends. So you can catch me any of those days.
There you go. All right, now, are you okay, Bug? All right. Kick it one time for the homies.
So I stream on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. On Monday and Tuesday, we're doing Ark Survival Ascended. On Wednesdays, we're doing World of Warcraft. And then on Fridays, we do 7 Days to Die. All of which right now is at 10 a.m. Central Time. It will eventually revert back to where it was initially. And then on the first and third Saturdays of each month, we do my D&D homebrewed campaign of Edar Realm of Dragons.
Yeah.
Where 5 of the 7 cast members are right here, right now. And that will be at 7 p.m. Central Time. So this coming Saturday should be our next session.
There you go. And I don't know if he's planning on streaming a lot or not, but be sure to go out and follow Recon Streams because he's cool and you should follow him. So that way when he does stream, you can follow him.
And you'll be there.
I just talk on Twitter. That's all. Follow me on Twitter. I talk U.S. men's national team, Austin FC.
There you go.
Soccer.
Yes, Ellen.
Sports ball. Yeah.
Ellen actually has a thing this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ellen has a thing to talk about this week. So,
All
this week, as we all know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Lady and I are going to be participating in a Ladies Night one-shot over on Dungeon Mechanics on Tuesday, the 15th, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so come hang out. It's a fundraiser, so it's for a good cause. Come hang and it'll be a good time.
Definitely shout out Dungeon
That's
Mechanics. They're a friend of
awesome.
ours.
I'm gonna be
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna be a
Go over
Satyr
there.
Circle of Spores Druid.
I
It's
saw
gonna be
yours.
Fun.
Nice.
She's great.
Definitely go check that out.
I'm gonna finish mine. I don't know what to finish it. But mine's gonna be so much fun.
Also, here's a shout out for Fuzzle Duck Gamings. Thank you for rating us. We really appreciate that. And also, we got a follow from Marcus Gaming UK. So thank you for that follow.
I know him. Hi, bud.
There you go. See, he knows him, and now we do too. You'll have to tell him that we're sorry for taking so long to say thank you. But as always, we are Nerdacobia Network. We do things on the internet occasionally, sometimes. On Monday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we do Super Retro Game Show Extreme at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays, as we do. 50% of the time, we do it every time. We're currently playing The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and there's a lot of travel. So if you stop by the stream, there'll be a lot of oceans.
Yeah, we just
come
bullshit
by
while
and
we're
watch that.
the boat
And
just
extreme close-ups of the
drives on the water. You don't really have to steer.
That's true. It's very they need to fix that. They need to fix that. And then on Thursday nights, myself, Dr. Diz, and Double Up Buck get together for a little show we like to call Three Old Men, where we talk about stuff and things and Little Debbie cakes, and it's really good and you should watch. And then on the second and fourth Sundays, which is today, if you're watching live, we do a little thing called Not Actually Heroes, The Forgotten, which is a D&D 5e campaign created by the beautiful, the one, the only Dr. Diz. And the DM reigns has been handed off to me. So I get to do it, and it's been chaos, and I've loved every second of it. It's very fun. I really enjoy it. So, but definitely check us out on the second and fourth Sundays of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I think that's everything. Diz, is there anything else?
We have all the required stuff like socials. You can find that over in the chat, or if you're on YouTube later, down below. We have a Discord. We have merch you can buy. It's all Super Retro Game Show stuff. Eventually, we'll add D&D stuff in there.
That's true.
And of course, the NerdTube, right?
Yep.
We have hours and hours of old content, and if you're there right now, just hit that subscribe button and the bell, and
That's
it will
true.
make Clandis smile.
It will. I will smile. 100% guaranteed. All right. So, somebody found the secret command. Remember, chat, only bitches. It's just for sexy bitches. So, and with that, I think we're done. So, good night, everybody.
All right.
Don't
See you
forget
next
to tip
time.
your waitress.
you